106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Welcome to the Goddamn Podcast with Drew and TJ. Let's get this goddamn thing started.
You're goddamn right.
I have a proposal for changing the intro. It should be with Drew and TJ, and also sometimes whenever he feels like showing up, the most important individual that holds the whole show together, Darkmatter.
We'll talk about it.
I'll have to get Truth Surge to do that for us, because that's the voice you're hearing is Truth Surge.
Which, by the way, is a reminder. We're gonna, when we end up doing one of these breaks, we have his a video from him.
Oh God, he put together the whole thing, and it is so fucking epic, right?
Yeah, it is. I was sitting there watching. I was like, dude, nice.
Big shout out to Truth Surge.
Especially his is that him doing the vocals too?
Yeah, that's him doing the whole thing.
Beast.
Yeah, he is super beast. Yeah, so you guys can look forward to the first break because it's going to be awesome. Those of you watching live, those of you watching,
yeah.
Well, maybe you can leave it in because I'm
Probably
sure
not.
you mind the exposure. We can put a link to him in the.
Probably not. I just thought it was funny when you tell everybody watching. Well, now you can look forward to the first break. They were probably looking forward to the breaks, anyways.
Yeah, now the Darkmatter here, especially.
Yeah, fucking Darkmatter.
Anyway. Let's see. Announcements. We still have the second patron-only show to do this month. We have not quite decided. Oh, there's the Merkin.
I didn't even do anything.
I gotta size it up just for when you do something. Okay, it looks good.
Well, it's okay. I'm not going to be doing anything. Everything I say is going to be brilliant tonight. Brilliant.
Yeah,
me too. I'm going to have a perfect game tonight. Drew's the only one going to get any bars tonight.
I'm running this motherfucker, bro. I'm not
supposed to be here. That's all we're going to hear all night. Shawshank crying.
And then maybe after that he'll have a Shawshank Redemption.
Anyways.
All right. I like to start shit off by giving something away. So, tell you what. First patron to tell me the color of the shirt and the shape of the design on the front wins the shirt, and then I'll show it to you and explain what it is. You got to give me the color and the shape.
I'm actually going to do this.
Yeah, let's do that. It's going to take him a second.
Just for everybody who's watching this on YouTube that has never been to one of these chats, this is what the chat looks like. Very lively fuckers we have over here in the chat.
It's fun. Everybody in chat loves
Black Sabbath. Now they're just going to be saying shit to get on the screen. Watch.
Oh, damn. Someone got it. Svart. Oh, God. That sounds foreign. Svartsvorzor? Svartfosor. That sounds like a lot of shipping. Oh, fuck. Well, you got it. I thought it would take longer. It's Yellow Triangle. And the shirt is a Caution Mosh Pit shirt. I wore this to so many fucking concerts. It's not in perfect condition. It's got like a hole in the front and shit like that. But I'm saying this has been to so many concerts. This shirt, when I was
do you still want it?
Decade, I wore nothing but this shirt to concerts.
Yeah. Do you still want it, Svart?
Yeah.
Might have just talked your way out of that gift.
No,
I wore it all the time, bro. I slept in it for like weeks on end.
But it's just, I wouldn't be giving it away if it had like blood stains. It's in good shape. It just has like a little hole in the front. And from going to as many concerts, you would expect it to be a lot worse. I've been to concerts where I came out of the show with like footprints on my fucking shirt. You know what I mean? Like,
you got trampled,
dude. I've been to some rough ass shows, and when I was younger, I used to love to get down there. That's hence the Caution Mosh Pit.
That was like your thing to like lay on the floor and let people stomp you, or what?
No, dude, I've been to a lot of crazy shows, seen a lot of stuff. I've got my lip split and stuff like that, and I've accidentally like caught people with my elbow. and like, had stopped and helped them up because that's what you fucking do. You're not there. But the worst show out of all the metal shows I've been to was a fucking Korn and Stained concert that the girl I was dating wanted to go to. And I'll give it to I'll give them this. Korn actually put on a really good show, but like there was like a carpet of people that other people were dancing on top of. It was absolutely, and I stayed in like the first row of the stands just to get a better view because I was at that age at that point where I was like, I didn't want to get like down in it. I wanted to get like the best vantage point and still hear the music well. So I got a really good spot, but I could see like just people just stepping on other people like it was normal. It was ridiculous. And you would think out of all the, like, I've been to some death metal shows and shit, but people always like help other people up. And like if they're seriously injured, they'll help them off.
Turns out Korn's like the hardcore of the hardcore.
You know what I'm saying? It's because they attract kids that just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I guess. Jesus. Even death metal heads have a little more respect than that. Anyway, congratulations. I'm totally butchering your name. Whatever it was, Sven. So Svartfasor. Totally butchering that. It sounds like Fart Fraser. Anyway, congratulations.
Fart Fraser. Thanks, Fart Fraser,
for your patronage. I know you are a patron. So yeah, and of course we'll be giving something else away before the end of the show. At least one more thing, maybe two, if I'm feeling frisky.
Yeah, and just a reminder to everybody, this last weekend I was in Dallas, and I was hanging out with DPR Jones, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, I got to hang out with him.
Who, was speaking highly of the cock, as he calls him, and Aaron Ra and all these dudes, and it was a lot of fun. Man, I was going to tell you, TJ, I met Vinnie Paul.
That's awesome.
It's insane. Like, okay, so we take DPR to a strip club, right? So it's me and Aaron and DPR and Mrs. Raw, and we're just like chilling there. And I'm looking over my shoulder back at the stage. I'm talking to Aaron. I look back and Vinnie Paul's just like right fucking behind me. And this club, it's called the Clubhouse, dude. And it's just Pantera shit all over the walls. Fucking, like the guitars that Dime played are just fucking everywhere. There's like drum sets and shit.
So that's his like normal hangout
yeah,
spot.
Like there's pictures like right behind us on the wall. There's just like shitloads of pictures like over the years of like him and Dime hanging out there.
That's awesome.
And, dude, he was just like right behind us and stuff, and we all just started chatting. We introduced DPR to him. And
are you shitting me?
DPR has met Vinnie Paul.
Damn, all this for what was it? Spaghetti conference?
Yeah, the Spaghetti conference.
Damn it. That's
anyways. It was cool. It was fun.
And Vinnie Paul is
the drummer for Pantera.
Okay, yeah, I know.
And he was the drummer for Damage Plan too, wasn't he?
And Hell Yeah. Who is like our theme song is Hell Yeah, for those of you who don't know.
Vinnie Paul, motherfuckers. I really like Hell Yeah because they have just like a real straightforward approach to their music. I don't know. They don't feel like they put a whole lot of filler in there, and I love shit like that.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was crazy because we were outside like smoking a cigarette, and they're playing the song "Goddamn" by Hell Yeah, and I was like, oh, dude, that's cool. I would text TJ if it wasn't fucking like 4:00 in the morning. Then I go back inside and we meet Vinnie Paul, and I was like, okay, well, like now the stories are just getting better. It's like, well, what's going to top the night? One thing that was really crazy, we left the place at about like 3:30 or 4 in the morning, and right out front there's a dude like cooking barbecue at like 4:00 in the morning outside of a strip club in Dallas.
Did you buy some?
We all did. Me, Aaron, everybody. We like chopped beef sandwiches and shit. Like where does that happen? I've never seen that before.
It's awesome.
It's Texas. It's Dallas.
It's where the state you live in, Drew. That's where they do that.
Apparently, they don't do it here.
Florida, we got all the crazy people. You get 4 a.m. barbecue after meeting Vinnie Paul in a titty bar. I think we've decided Florida is the penis.
It really is. It's like the cock.
Darkmatter, we got to move, man. Let's me and you use your money to buy a big house, and we'll live in it, all of us. It'll be like the Brady Bunch.
The Arthur's Company.
Yeah. Normally I'd just say no right off the bat, but after hearing about strippers and barbecue, I mean, doesn't sound half bad.
And dude, I guess it is a Texas thing. Remember, I was telling you guys that last time I went to a strip club here in Houston, you could bring your own like ice chest full of beer. It was the same thing there. We just brought in this.
I'm gonna open up a strip club. Bring your own beer. Bring your own naked women. Right.
Bring everything.
Just use the poles.
Yeah, we'll give you the building. But no, like we bring in like an ice chest and shit, and Aaron's got this fucking like badass beer that's like 9% alcohol, dude. So we're just in there drinking on that. And it was a lot of fun. Somebody asked what he was like in person. Aaron's cool.
You know what me and DPR did? Because I'm jealous as fuck now. Me and DPR, we went, stayed at a freaking Red Roof Inn. We asked for a smoking room. They give us a non-smoking room. So we tossed out the fucking little thing that said no smoking, and we opened the window and fucking smoked out the window. Drank a bottle of whiskey, got shit-housed. Watched like some old school YouTube videos and some newer ones, had some laughs and shit like that. But the next day I took him for like a Southern style breakfast. I wanted him to have one of those, like at a country kitchen. And then we went to go fire machine guns, but it was way too fucking expensive what they were asking at the place we went. So we said, fuck it. We took him to Gatorland instead.
Yeah, he said something about you and Mrs. Cock took him to Gatorland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He spoke really high of you.
Yeah, well, we had a good time. And he's a cool guy.
He is, dude. He is a fucking trip when you get him drinking.
Oh yeah, man.
That guy is fucking awesome. I expect, like he's older than us, British lawyer and everything. You expect like very chill and stuff, but no, dude,
you would expect that, like, you see him drinking, you're like, man, if he doesn't slow down, he's gonna fade. And then you're like, man, and then next thing you know, you're fading, and he's just fine. He's like keeps pouring drinks.
Yeah.
God damn, that's why we went through like a whole bottle of fucking whiskey. There's a splash. I still have the bottle. There's like a splash in the bottom of it.
Yeah,
after, like, we had a whole night, and that was after a shitload of beers and everything else. He was drinking martinis and wine. We went out to the restaurant I work at because it's good seafood, and he said he likes seafood. So I took him out to that, and they had specials on all these martinis, and you have to pair your dinner with a good wine. So we let him do that. And then of course my buddy's the bartender, and our tab came out to like $30, which is like maybe a sixth of what it should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is making me look really bad after I get shit faced after half a pina colada. Like I go with Coctopus and.
It's true, man. I met with Darkmatter, and he ordered some like fruity ass drinks, and he was like. What'd you have? 2 of them with dinner, and he was getting tipsy after that. And then we ordered one more. Like, we went and sat down after dinner and had one more. And I have pictures on my phone of Darkmatter, both arms up on the table, kind of head down. Poor wife had to drive.
And here you are talking about DPR.
He outdid me. I went to bed. It was like 4:30 in the morning, and I knew we had a long day of doing shit the next day. So I was like, I'm going to bed, man.
This was also crazy because we're at this Apostacon thing, and people like know us, which is weird, dude. And they're buying us drinks like at the bar, and it's like expensive fucking drinks. This Marriott is like a mansion, and I'm just like, dude, I can get used to this shit. So we're
jealous as shit,
dude. It was
jealous as a motherfucker. We're gonna go to the Skepticon or whatever the fuck it is.
Reason Rally,
yeah, that thing.
Yeah,
we're gonna go to that, and I'm gonna get shit housed.
When someone else is
I think I'm gonna go to that one next year. I missed the last one.
So did I, and I don't think I want to miss anymore.
No, because that last one was huge. This one's probably gonna be even bigger, right?
I hope so. Well, if we're going, it's bound to be awesome, no matter what. Even if only 50 people show up, they're all gonna show up to our fucking wherever the fuck we're hanging out.
Yeah, that's where the party will be.
Exactly.
I think that between you, Drew, and Aaron, I could get a decent donated like wig. Like you two, and you two wouldn't even have to sacrifice that much between the two of you.
I'll tell you what we could do is like
locks for love.
I'll talk to Aaron, and like right where the part is, I'll shave off like one half, and he can shave off one half, and we'll give it to you, and then you can have the full thing. I'll have kind of like what Coctopus has, where it's just I'll shave the one whole side off, right? But then I'll like shave like part of this other side, so I just had this little kind of middle piece, like Coctopus has.
Yeah.
Your little mohawk.
dude,
that
this is not
DPR
old.
loved. That's the first thing he asked me. He's like, "Have you ever seen him without his hat on?" I was like, "Yeah, he does it every once in a while." And he's just like,
mohawk.
It blew him away that somebody would have hair like that.
I'll leave the hat off and just for DPR, just to blow his mind. It's a lot of fucking hair.
So
everyone's seen Armored Skeptic without his fucking helmet on now.
Really?
Yeah, he's shown his face now. He looks kind of like me.
Does he?
To be honest with you.
No, I haven't seen it. Somebody in the chat pull up a pic. We'll put it up.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that, but it's true. He's supposedly tall too.
I don't know what it is about the way he talks, but he freaking cracks me up. I even watch the Armored Media channel. Like it's
he does reviews and stuff.
Yeah, the reviews and shit.
Oh,
like,
dude, the one he did on.
It's the way he talks and like he gets sidetracked and just leaves like little screw ups in the script. I like that shit.
What was the one he did? Left Behind, the Nick Cage one.
Yeah he kind of reminds me of like the skeptical or atheist version of what's that guy, JonTron. I love the way he responds to the shit. That JonTron is one of my favorite like bigger gamer YouTubers. That guy is fucking hilarious. He just like what get like losing his shit, and it seems totally genuine. It doesn't seem put on at all. So he does a good job with that. His review of what was it, Birdemic?
Yes,
was possibly the funniest fucking thing I have ever fucking seen.
Jesus. Yeah, it was. It was really good. We watched that on an after show one time, didn't we?
Is that one movie where they film all the mundane shit that you're supposed to just
like he's like pumping gas. He's pumping gas, and it's like the entire fucking the money rolling over. It's the entire trip he had at the gas station, like a full 7 minutes of him pumping gas.
And then they went on to say it's like a fully hybrid Mustang.
Which like doesn't even exist. Isn't that what one of the comments he had?
Yeah, it was so bad, and then the entire thing was bad. The CGI, and then the birds for some reason could like dive bomb and explode.
Yes,
and it was just really really fucking awkward.
Anyways, yeah, let's get to some content here. I bet people are probably waiting
at the fucking mouthpiece, the bit. Chewing at the bit. Let's get it to it. I've got to write down what's Sven. What was it? Svart. Svart.
Sven farts.
Svartson.
Fraser.
Farts Fraser. That's what it was. All right. Let's do this shit. What do you got for us, Drew?
What now? I'm bleeding. Ashley, come here. Ashley, come here. Listen to me. No,
and the lady she's chasing is just fucking hobbling all over the place, you see?
Oh! Are you serious?
Those natural habitat at Walmart.
Yeah, we need Darkmatter. Can you do the Steve Irwin? Or is it like Jamaican? Steve Irwin visits Jamaica?
Crikey! Look at that one. It's Mighty Feisty. He must have a bad toothache or something. He is angry. Look at him tear up that Walmart.
The police are on their way.
The dominant male tries to mount female. Pretty soon we'll have to turn our cameras away.
The fuck off of me!
Listen to that mating call. Isn't it glorious?
Oh my God, saying get the fuck off me is a mating call? Darkmatter. Jesus.
The feminists are not going to like this one.
Oh
But no, you said do a Steve Irwin. I'm not a rape
So
apologist.
you know that is some backwards way of saying she's asking for it, Darkmatter.
Yeah,
no.
mating call.
No.
Yeah.
No means yes is basically what you just said.
You
your
guys
one-
conned me into this by telling me to do a Steve Irwin.
It's time for a merkin.
Everyone in the chat is
I
triggered.
didn't, but
Now, when you've learned your lesson, we can take the merkin off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
God damn. This bitch crazy. Ooh, not in the face.
Punching and bullying.
Yeah. Alright.
And what kicked this off?
Who the fuck knows?
Well, you paused like you had some backstory. And you're like, who the fuck knows?
The one lady's chasing around the other lady for some fucking reason.
Well, let's
I
see if
believe the title of this was like "Watch Two Orcas Fight in Walmart."
but
This is actually what's called a fat lady gone crazy in Walmart and beaten by a guy.
in Walmart of all places.
I mean, did they mean like beaten like he beat her up, or like beaten like he pinned her?
It says and beaten by a guy.
He didn't beat her. He's
This
just
isn't-
trying to restrain her.
This isn't fucking wrestling, okay? You don't beat somebody by pinning them.
People need to learn how to title their shit. Beaten by a guy, restrained. How about fucking orca goes nuts in Walmart, restrained by other orca?
I'm trying to see what the fuck kicked that off.
Shampoo lays the smackdown.
What's that? I'm bleeding. Ashley, come here.
Did you say I'm bleeding?
Yeah.
She's already been coming after her. They just got filming.
Yeah, 'cause if you look-
you know how it started.
What's that?
See how there's like shit on the floor beside her?
Yeah,
Like cans
she's
or whatever?
already been losing her shit by this point.
Yeah. Damn.
We're lucky she didn't break into like soldier girl up in this hoe.
Wow, that's racist.
Hey, dude,
But they're
all right.
they're very
That-
they're
no,
very
that-
territorial.
we came back with that's a comeback to a previous episode where we actually covered that video, and I said to you, we might not want to cover that one because this woman seems like mentally unstable, and you were like, fuck it. Let's show it. I was like, okay. I in fact put cautions on 2 of the other links I sent you, and I'm sure you're going to play at least one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with anything that's being said right now, but normally I would just leave the show because I'm above this sort of thing, but I'm going to stick around to try to keep these guys in check, okay?
Said the guy with a fucking pubic wig on his head. You got a pussy wig on your fucking head. Said,
You know that thing still like the emails still pop up on my phone about are you sure you don't want the pussy wig? You know, yeah, I'm sure, bro. I don't want it.
Are you sure? It keeps popping up. Are you sure?
Well, the thing is, but the actual label of it is it's not. It doesn't just say pussy wig. It's like a pubic pussy wig, and then it has like 5 other fucking adjectives that go along with it. Oh.
You gotta. Oh my God! You gotta lend your phone to somebody.
She's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know why this is showing up.
oh, that's the best.
Let's see. We got another one slightly related. I don't know why our little freak out videos are always black women. I don't know why, but
I swear we're not racist. It just happens.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on with me right now. I don't know. Oh my God.
I see you nodding with the beat, TJ.
No.
I'm so glad I'm not on camera right now.
This doesn't
Has she
just remind
already
you.
pissed herself?
I'm making a straight, respectful face.
Wait, it's TJ. You remember the one? What was it? The lady had done like PCP or something, and they're trying to walk her into that building in like
It
this
looks
ghetto.
like the same lady.
That's what I was about to say.
Maybe
except
people
that not all black ladies look the same to me, but apparently
Yeah,
they look the same to you.
Darkmatter, I have a quick story to tell you. I have someone that I work with, and she watches the podcast. She found out I did it, and she wanted to watch it. She's like, she knows me like at work and whatever. So she finds it really funny, and she's like, I break out like into laughter with the earbuds in, and people think I'm nuts, like just hysterically laughing. But she had never seen you on cam before, Darkmatter, until our last episode, and she was like, I had no idea, and so the wig thing really threw her off because she didn't know what you fucking really looked like. But she's like, but they always make the bald jokes. She's like, and then she kind of figured out it was a wig, and then she's like, then he took it off and he hung it on the wall, and she's like, I could not stop laughing. So I just wanted to share that with you because I laughed for like a half an hour after she told me that. I was sitting there prepping something, laughing to myself the entire time about how she couldn't stop laughing after you took that fucking wig off. That was epic, by the way.
What's so good is that he hangs it up like it's just like a hat, like he would normally wear it like out in the public or something.
It's still there right now. It's never been moved.
Like he would go like grab his car keys, like grab his phone, grab the wig, and then just head out the door. Like that's like his normal routine.
Oh my God! All I know is.
No, he's in.
Okay. That's kind of hot.
Yeah, she might be being molested. Maybe call Bob Larson in here. I think she's being molested by a demon.
A red car, and I'm in the truck behind him. She climbed up on top of her car and fell off the other side. Holy fuck, dude. I thought you bumped her from behind or something, and she went all fucking goofy. I'm like, oh no, I better call the cops.
No, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
So, I want to.
What kind of drug is this?
I don't know, but it's damn good.
This has got to be like angel dust, or like I had a buddy that did angel trumpets once. I don't know if it's like a flower, and if you prepare it the certain way that I'm not going to like share during our show, but if you prepare it a certain way, you get fucked up. And basically, he woke up in jail. They said that he had stripped naked, walked down the road. Someone's garage was open, and he just walked in their garage and like stood in the corner.
Oh,
And like
so
the homeowner saw him, and so then they called the cops, and the cops came, and he like walked. They were like, step out, and he like came out like everything was cool. And then as soon as he got close to the first cop, he like lunged at him and like tried to attack him. Woke up, and this is not a guy that would normally do that, obviously, but woke up in jail and had to deal with a lot of shit because of that. He's like, don't do angel trumpets, man. So
angel trumpet sounds like some shit you don't need to be fucking with.
Yeah, I believe it's a
trumpets.
like Southern or Floridian plant, but it's.
So is
my buddy had him growing in his backyard, and he's just like chopped them down. I was like, good move.
What? It's just like a mushroom or something?
No, it's like a flute-looking flower. We call them angel trumpets, and
so it's actually just some shit that just grows and will make you flip the fuck out.
Oh yeah, if you prepare
Okay.
the right way.
Damn.
Just like shrooms, but on like a higher level, I guess. I have been smart enough to avoid it because I've known like 3 different people that had really bad experiences.
I wonder if it has something to do with angels that blow the 7 trumpets in the book of Revelation because of all that crazy fucked up shit that happens in that book.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what they say. Who is it wrote it? John of Patmos or whatever. And like Patmos supposedly is like an island that is like renowned for its psychedelic shrooms and stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah, I've read that somewhere. It makes sense, don't it?
Yeah, I mean, because I was thinking of doing a cartoon. Like, I did research on it. I knew it was on Patmos, which is like right off the coast of Turkey, and I was gonna have him like trip into a big thing, a patch of shrooms, and and the whole book was gonna be a trip. But I just thought, fuck it, I don't think they were smoking stuff in that time and place. So I thought shrooms would be the good thing. I don't know. I didn't know if they grew there or not, but I just figured, fuck it.
That's what I had heard. So yeah, that would make a really interesting cartoon. That's why he's depicting like 7-headed dragon beasts crawling out of the sea and shit. Yeah. So what kind of drugs are we thinking? We're thinking something like PCP, angel dust, crack, maybe?
Yeah, something, maybe even like bath salts. Who the fuck knows?
She's calling to this guy to like eat him. She's going to gnaw this dude's ankle.
This guy's looks like he's grabbing at his crotch pretty hard.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Now I have on videos before.
That boy that's walking the way. He better come back. He better come back. He better bring his ass back right here.
You know what the
like busy fucking road. Just like laying in the fucking road. This lady,
you know what those crazy Christian evangelical preachers would say? Like, she's possessed.
And they would like put a plastic bag around her head and shit like that.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah, but you see, they didn't have fucking bath salts back in the day. Those were actually demons, Darkmatter.
Hey! Wow! Don't you fucking try to get the fuck away from me!
I'm here. I'm coming.
Bring your ass over here. You see me?
I see.
You see me?
I promise you gotta.
You see, like, the really crazy thing is the fact that she doesn't, like, slur any words or anything. Like, there's not, like, it's like there's
a lot.
Yeah, there's not, like, a miscommunication in her head or as far as talking goes.
Maybe she just has some mental issues then. Who knows?
See me? You gonna want me for the rest of your fucking life! Yes, my God!
She just climbed out of her car right here at the intersection. Okay. And just kind of. Yeah. Okay. And he got out first to see if she's like. I thought he bumped her. And then she just climbed up on top of her car and fell off the other side and started pooping and hollering and shit. So I called you guys. Okay.
Okay, so what do you think would happen?
The way he phrased it.
Hooting and hollering and shit, man.
I called you guys.
This is an example of racism in America, because what do you think would happen if a white man got out and started fucking invisible demons in the middle of the street? I mean, the police would just leave him be. You know it. I know it.
Right. The cops just want to give this lady a hard time because she's black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag possessed people matter.
Yeah. But I'm thinking, dude, if she drove, I'm wondering how far she drove like that.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's pretty good. That is, like TJ said, that's a pretty busy looking road.
Got something going on.
All right, now that's sexy. Now that right there is like May on the sexy calendar. You know, May 2016. She's even on the car. Like, you got the sexy woman on against the car, spread eagle. Come on,
Darkmatter, you're repressed, bro.
You know, you guys do this shit to me. You guys are a really bad influence. Normally, I would never say shit like this.
Yeah, right. It's like riot mentality. Except it's just goddamn mentality.
So I'm blaming you guys.
Well, if I was her, I wouldn't take it again.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is hot.
We're gonna see that shit on YouTube.
That's some good shit.
Oh my god. You can hear the sirens coming.
He's trying to prop out her playing with herself.
Oh my God! Shit!
Maybe she's just feeling really good.
Really good.
She's licking the gravel. Everybody come to her
Right here is so fucked! Oh my God! You see my hair? You see it? You see it? You see it?
All right, now I'm getting triggered.
Darkmatter, do you see her hair?
Yeah, I saw it the first 15 times she told me to look at it, and now I'm getting pissed.
See it, Darkmatter?
Yeah, I see it, all right.
Oh, we got about 20 seconds left of this.
Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Woo! Nigga. Get the video dick. Right here. Right now. I embarrass your ass.
She's gonna embarrass somebody. Huh?
And that's it.
Oh God! Thank God that's over.
What the hell is that video called?
All right, like, what's the over under of Drew playing another video making fun of black people? It's fucking racist. No, go ahead, switch it up, Drew, because I saw what you had lined up.
That is what are you talking about? That was the video we just watched, and this was the other one that you sent.
Oh, now this one is actually awesome, and it doesn't make black people look stupid or crazy. Look at that. My suggestion makes black people look awesome.
Really? We're about to watch a fucking can of deodorant and toothpaste rap at each other.
No. This is my man Secret, my man Colgate. You don't know these two. They can rap like a motherfucker. And if you're smart, you'll be able to catch all these like little innuendos in the raps, because this is fucking genius. There's a reason I shared this with you.
Battle rap of the century. To my left, we got my man Secret. To my right, we got Colgate. Colgate, it's on you.
By the way, how much have the times changed to where in this day and age, you know, like a guy in his mid-30s is like looking at shit like this on the internet? You know, like this is like TJ. This is classic TJ content.
Now, wait 1 second. My dealer shared this with me. And I was,
that makes it so much better.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about responsible for adults there for a minute. I forgot who I was talking to.
My buddy Javon showed it to me.
Javon?
Yeah, we worked together, actually, and he's like, have you seen this shit? Because he knows I do a podcast. Everyone that knows I do a podcast is always like, I think I got something. And this one was one that the lyrics in it, they were so punny that I was like, this is totally perfect for the podcast.
Okay, I just want you to know, TJ, you're about like a click or two away from getting the bars.
No.
I hope this video treads lightly. All right.
I said, yo, Colgate versus Secret. Watch how I blaze on you. I'm meant to be fresh. So why would I hate on you? You're just a stick. So I won't be somebody you can put the spray on to. And remember, I'm toothpaste, so you know I can squeeze and put the aim on you. I mean, you can't compare a firecracker to a fucking bomb. Since your mouth dirty, I'm here to clean it out. That's what the fuck I'm on. I'm Colgate, so you better not brush me wrong. And since you're deodorant, it's only right that I put you under arms. Hold it down, hold it down.
Jesus, TJ, you are pushing it.
Just wait.
Somebody said G-Man at work. Oh, God.
Hold it down. Yo.
No, honestly, though, G-Man isn't near this clever.
Turn around, bro. Yeah. Hold it down. Listen. You can get wet. A little homie get drenched. You smell me? How about dollars? You deal. So you only make sense. Hold on, wait. Did y'all catch that? I said, smell me, D.O. You only make sense. You can't. Chill. I said, you can't touch nobody before they put their clothes on. Your commercials always got slow songs. And just because you're deodorant, don't think I'm somebody that you can roll on. Chump. Alright? Hold it down. It's on my man Secret. Look. Funky situations. I've been around that. Brushing teeth is the only way you ever been around cats. My body will work kicking. You be spitting clown raps. So dirty teeth is the only way you will ever have say that you been around plaques. I mean, you only last in the morning. I go all night, dog. You'll be on the floor, ride on you for flossing. Your security ain't type hard. I'm deodorant, so I take it to another degree when I air it. So you better have the right guard.
Drew,
Yeah.
Drew, why is not TJ not incarcerated yet?
Oh, that's a sign.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take responsibility for this. That is a cheap cop out.
He knew he was about to get them bars.
He pulled the plug.
I just went ahead and I was like, you know what? If I'm going to be jailed, I'm going to have toast.
Glad you're back.
I don't deserve this, you dirty bastards. You got the wrong guy. I'm fucking innocent. You know I'm innocent. This is a great fucking video.
It's on tape.
This had 500 billion likes on Facebook.
That's how you know it's a great video. I'll tell you what. Since we put him in bars, we will finish this. There's only about 30 seconds left.
I'd just like to add that Josh Feuerstein also gets 500 billion likes on Facebook.
Serious? Hold it down. Listen. You see, I'm next to the arms. You next to the throat. 'Cause your toothpaste, I'm supposed to believe that you're next to the scope? I mean, don't try to be a big thug before I spit slugs. You want beef? Holla. Toast is something this toothpaste can't get rid of. Huh?
Jesus.
Somebody put a lot of time into that. That's the worst part about it. But it's actually, some of the raps are pretty fucking clever.
Okay.
Billy, what are you doing? Are you playing with the toiletries again?
Everybody's
no, Mom, don't open the door.
Everybody's mom has that fucking voice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
One of my managers at work, every time he does like a woman's voice, it's like, it's terrible. Every woman. He's like, so my wife was like, why don't you clean the pool? Like every time. Doesn't matter who it is. Even one of the other managers, he'd be like, she told me like, why don't you do this or that? It is hilarious because he's Peruvian and he really just doesn't give a shit. And he works his ass off, so they kind of give him a pass on being absolutely, like, totally an HR nightmare.
This should move us into a next little segment we have here. This is actually really good. I'm glad TJ shared this one. Oh, by the way, this is Nancy Grace's biggest fan.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And we'll give, I guess, credit to whoever made this fucking video.
I just want everybody to know that I love Nancy Grace. She gave me and Copper Cow an autographed book of her 12th victim, but she's on every night 2 or 3 times, and she's got about all the murders that are taking place and all the child abductions, and you can learn a lot if you learn to listen to Nancy Grace, you people out in internet land.
You people out in internet land, just listen to Nancy Grace.
That is probably, if you would have gave us time to come up with like every stereotype we could have for a Nancy Grace fan, this lady is like all of it at once.
And then some. Like I can outdo you.
Nancy Grace is the thing to watch. I don't understand the internet, really. I don't understand all this. I don't really know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. Are you sure this isn't a Poe?
It might be, but it's still fucking hilarious.
She's selling it. She's a hell of an actress.
100%.
But anyway,
how
I
much
just
of a
want
Poe
to
do you have to be to lose all your fucking teeth?
Just for that role.
Fat lady in a moo-moo in a rocking chair on a porch. Like, at some point, you're not a Poe anymore.
You know
But
what?
anyway-
She could be normal dressed, have dentures, and everything, and totally change herself into this.
Yeah, I've seen people, like, I've seen one time this guy that I thought was absolutely butt fucking ugly. All of a sudden, one time I saw him he wore a wig, and I was like, damn, you know what? This guy's actually pretty handsome. But then he took the wig off and, went right back to, kind of looks like a pancake face. You know what that is?
Did he go from butt fucking ugly to butt fucking pretty?
Well, yeah, and that's a big difference, let me tell you.
Butt fucking pretty.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I'm just going to assume that you probably have some sort of distorted view of reality and leave it at that.
Somebody says,
after all, you were just talking about doing angel tubas or something, and
angel tubas.
Yeah,
it's trumpets, bro.
Devil tubas, whatever. Devil clarinets. I don't know what you crazy kids are calling it.
After you fucking take 'em, man, you're walking around. It's like boom, 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 it's awesome. Yeah, sometimes.
I can see like your girlfriend in the other room, just like hearing all that shit you just did, looking over with no context.
There's a reason I did that, and it's because I've got the house to myself right now.
Notice how the cops didn't show up?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
No, it's because they've shown up enough times. I've just gave them a goddamn podcast T-shirt and said, "Leave it be."
Okay, somebody said he was surprised that we don't know where this is from. Then said this is from like Tosh.0 or 2.0, whatever it's called.
Oh, so it is an act.
I don't know. Is all the shit that ends up on that show?
Yeah, Tosh.0 has real people. Like the guy that was rapping and got hit by a fucking ice cream truck. They had him on fucking Tosh.0, and he really got hit by a fucking ice cream truck.
A guy was rapping and got hit by an ice cream truck.
Yeah. Like, it was booking it, too. We're not talking about a 5-mile-an-hour ice cream truck. This thing was going, like, 40. And fucking, he was, like, stepping out in the street trying to rap for his video, and it, like, clocked him.
Wait, he said, no, this is that Angry Ginger's grandma. Angry Ginger.
Whatever.
It's Paul's grandma.
You're not going to get correct information out of the chat of our fucking, like, our people all the time. Whatever. They might know, some people might know something, but for all I know, that's Darkmatter with a little bit of makeup. Just a little.
So, everyone in the chat, did you hear TJ basically just said you're all full of shit?
Yeah.
So
I'm saying you can't just trust every time someone says something. I see a lot of.
This is the internet. These people are trustworthy.
No. I see a lot of stupid people that speak like they know what the fuck they're talking about, like Donald fucking Trump, for example, and people love him, Trump's and even though he doesn't know dick,
he's gonna change the world.
I know the military better than everyone. I know the military so good, make your head spin. I'm very good at the military. I'll be the best.
I like the way he was bitching about people using his slogan, and it was really Ronald Reagan's. You know
what slogan?
The "Let's Make America Great Again" thing, and that's his supposed to be his thing, and he was like, you know, saying that he trademarked it, and now everyone's trying to use it, and he was all pissy about it, but that was Reagan's shit.
Dude, it's such a. Why would you trade? God, we've lived in a fuck up society when you can trademark something like "Make America Great." Like that is so fucked up. You might as well try trademarking the word fuck and charging people every time they fucking say it.
That'd be cool. Do that for a living, just reap the fucking rewards, the royalties. For saying
you should
fuck.
watch John Oliver's Last Week Tonight on like fucking trademarking shit and patents and shit like that. It's ridiculous the way that people go around. That's one of my favorite things to watch now, by the way. He like lays it the fuck down. He's been wrong on a couple of little things, but overall, he really. John Oliver used to be on the Daily Show. Now he's got his own show on HBO.
Yeah, I'm subbed to him.
Last Week Tonight, man, he lays it the fuck down.
Speaking of which,
funny.
Oh,
look at that!
And now, this.
And now, Nancy Grace pretending not to be able to hear the person she's talking to.
I think I need to have my ears fixed. Did I hear this? Did I hear you say they went back some days later? Did I hear you say that both parents were at the graveyard shift? Whoa, wait. Did I hear you say house arrest? Did you say that? Sex every night? Is that what I just heard? Did I hear that right, or did my IFB just flip out? All right, what did you say? You had to say something, because I'd do a backflip if I heard that.
Have you ever smoked pot?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, got him.
Got him.
Got him.
Oh, love it, man. She is such a. I watched a old thing on her when she was a prosecutor still, and she looked. Her hair was all up, and she looked absolutely fucking nuts and crazy. And she was.
She is fucking nuts and crazy.
She is, but I mean, she looked the part. They've tried to tone her down, but she's such a fucking joke of a journalist. Oh,
yeah. She was on one of your first shows.
Yeah, and I actually sent Drew a bunch of links, so if he
Yeah.
doesn't use them at some point tonight, you can count on seeing them
I have
at the patron-only show.
I have another big one coming up, but it's almost break time, so we probably just need to go ahead and take a break before we get into the next one. 'Cause it's long.
You got one more short one before we go there?
No, I really don't.
Oh, come on. I gave you so much material.
I have a shitload of material, but
The
it's
two-
all
remember-
lined up to go with each other. See, I mean, like, even those that you're talking about?
Fine, because I told people to look forward to the first break, and so we'll give them something since they've all been looking forward to it, because I've been looking forward to seeing it again, too.
Okay, so you want to do that video for the first break?
What?
The Truth Surge video?
Hell yeah. And then if it's not long enough, you can add a little something to the end.
Yeah, I have stuff set up. All right, well, we will be right back. Goodbye, everybody.
Everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.
No. People on YouTube aren't going to know what the fuck we're doing. Way the wind blow.
Gonna get fucking copyrighted for that shit.
I know, because it was so spot on. Anyways, yeah, that's another level of drunk right there, where you'll see the dude, and he does the entire he does the solo and everything.
Maybe we'll play the rest of it on the beginning of the next break.
Probably not, though.
Probably not, though, because we have a lot of great break material. We try and keep you entertained, even if you're having a cigarette or a piss or whatever it is you do.
Hey, you guys want to hear a funny story that happened today? I had my phone on my desk. I was watching a YouTube video. All right, let's just set it up a little bit. My wife was at work. I was taking care of the kid today at home. Don't make fun of me. And I noticed my phone light up, I was like, it just lit up. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to turn it up, which I do sometimes. So I pick it up. I noticed my wife had sent me a shitload of messages, text messages. She had called like 4 or 5 times. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what happened? So I look at my phone. It's like, are you okay? What's going on? Come on, please call me back. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I said, I texted her. I said, I'm fine. I'm just, I forgot to turn my phone up. What's the big deal? Instant, starts calling right away. So I answer the phone. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, I thought something happened. You weren't answering your phone. So I listened on the baby monitor because, we have a Wi-Fi baby monitor. She can, call up on her phone and look at the video from the baby monitor and hear the audio.
Damn,
fucking rich.
And that's what I was about to say. What the fuck?
And she heard police sirens because I was watching police chases on YouTube. So I wasn't answering the phone, and all she hears is police sirens. Woo, 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 and she freaked the fuck out.
That's great. Oh god damn, man, that is funny as fuck. Your poor wife. She goes through as much as my old lady does. Really.
I doubt you had one of them fancy cams though, TJ.
No, hell no. Are you kidding me? You know what my baby monitor was? My fucking ears.
You can't expect us to get up every time the kid makes a noise. Come on.
For real. And my kid only ended up drinking like 2 cups of Drano. So all in all, it came out fine.
This poor little girl. She's probably gonna live to be 130 because she's got the piss out of her system. She's been fucking eating lint for years and shit.
She will outlive us all.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this
she's a cockroach.
Oh my god! We just got back from break and you're already going bars.
No,
hey, wait a minute.
I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. Oh, yeah, give it.
What?
Give it in the market.
What if I give old Coctopus?
I like that a lot better.
Wow, Coctopus is really holding that picture, isn't he?
Thank you. Yeah, that's good. Coctopus, hold really still. Aww.
Oh. Yeah, we're gonna have the floating.
Notice how he keeps getting out of it every time you're about to do something.
Isn't that awful convenient?
First it's the bars, then it's the Merkin. Just I don't know, too much of a coincidence for me.
That reminds me, I got to put this in the chat. This was another fan art. Tell me, Darkmatter, look at that picture I just put in the chat, and tell me that isn't spot on for TJ's internet.
It's incredibly problematic.
Oh, hey, bud. You're back.
This is so fucked up, dude. Did DJ see this?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's so fucked up.
I know. Fucking funny. But you want to show everyone else what we're talking about, Drew?
If I have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, well, it's only fair. I like this. I like how it puts all of our sponsors up at the top. Our sponsors are like the Illuminati, Pabst Blue Ribbon, the Super Gay Agenda. Oh, come on, load, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, it's only fair we show this to the people watching on YouTube. Although this should be incentive to try and show up to the show.
I will add it. Where's it at? Where's it at? There we go. Yeah, our sponsors are like one of the favorite parts for me. There's Darkmatter with that arrow. Who the fuck is this guy? TJ's shitty ass America Online Internet. Oh my god, that takes me
You know
back.
how many discs I have to how many floppy disks I have to upload? just to get all this internet. It's like 18 a day.
This ought to be our new backdrop here. Yeah, we're sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon, the Illuminati. I guess that's Satan. Satan sponsors us. There's a Super Gay Agenda, horse masks, and what is that last bit?
Tampons or something? There's some kind of pills, I think,
Yeah.
actually.
And then there's like Richard Simmons right there at the top.
The YouTube search is for one cock, one Texan, one bald guy who wants to look like Caitlyn Jenner. And this is what came up.
Oh, that is great.
Absolutely epic. Best fan art so far, I think.
Yeah.
Man, YouTube is really fucking accurate. They give you exactly what you type in.
They nailed us. All right, so we promised more Nancy Grace. So here's Nancy Grace.
Mommy, high on marijuana, weed, pot, tries to drown 2 little girls.
Okay, pause.
Yes, already.
Mommy, high on pot, weed, marijuana.
It's just all the
down 2 little girls.
It's all buzzwords. That's like such tabloid fucking headlines.
It's like she caught on that there was a question mark, like with one word left in the sentence. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Understand, try, me, fragment sentence.
And I think she does it one more time, because this was like the end of the commercial thing, and I think she'll actually do it one more time here.
Basically said that their mother tried to drown them.
Police records show she admitted to smoking marijuana laced with PCP. Her 6-year-old daughter said her mother told them, we were fixing to die.
PCP thing, huh?
Yeah, but I'm sure that's going to be like a fucking footnote in the story.
Exactly.
Yeah. But did you hear what everybody else there spoke in like full sentences and sounded somewhat, like coherent and rational and competent?
And
Good evening. Mommy, high on weed, pot, marijuana, tries to drown her 2 little girls. Right now to L.A., Howard Samuels, founder and CEO of the Hills Treatment Center. Also with me.
She did it again. Center. The way she does that. I remember us talking shit about that back like at the first few episodes.
She is such a... I don't know why anyone would pick up this woman. Like, to be fucking like an anchor or anything. To have her job be and she was... Actually, you know what? I take it back, because she used to be a prosecutor, and I'd rather have her talking shit on TV than be a fucking in any kind of courtroom.
Determining people's like freedoms and futures and shit.
Formally introduce Norm Kent, president of Normal. Gentlemen, both of you, thank you for being with us. Howard, I'd like to hear your take on this.
Well, first of all, Nancy, the legalization of marijuana makes me disgusted. okay? There are so many people that are psychologically damaged by addiction to marijuana. In fact, I was addicted for 5 years before I got sober, which was 29 years ago, and I was addicted to marijuana.
This is one of them hardcore marijuana addicts, TJ.
Dude, he's like, basically, he's like, I smoked marijuana like through college, and so I know everything about addiction to marijuana and all that shit.
I wonder how hard the addiction was to overcome.
Don't you love it how when somebody does something and they end up having a problem with it, they just assume that everybody else must too? Everyone else must have an issue with it.
Well, you see, I thought you were going to go a different way with that, Darkmatter. I thought you were going to talk about, like, this guy probably just, like, mildly used it, like TJ was saying, like, you know, in college, used it a few times and stuff, and then comes away and ends up, like, actually giving it some thought or goes into this agenda or whatever. Turns out he doesn't like marijuana, so he looks back and it's like, oh, trust me, guys, I've been there. I know. It's like Kirk Cameron did, you know, like, I was a devout atheist.
Yeah, that's
like
entirely possible, too.
Yeah, like that kind of shit.
Anyone atheism is like marijuana legalization in the sense that anyone that really logically and rationally looks at the fucking arguments realizes that it's absolute bullshit to criminalize marijuana.
Nancy doesn't buy it.
Just look at that face. Look at that mug.
Mother drowns to babies. Marijuana, weed. Marijuana, weed, cannabis. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman?
She looks like she's trying to seduce you.
She looks like somebody put okay, I'm gonna say it. Donald Trump's got better hair.
Oh,
look at that fucking. What is that? And that's an improvement on that old school Nancy Grace. Maybe you can look that up later.
With the short hair?
She had like the hair up, and it was just like it looked absolutely. It looked like she like ran to the interview. It was so bad, and you know that's not how it worked. Like, she had hair and makeup or whatever and still looked like that.
In fact, when I was smoking marijuana, I smoked PCP, which is called angel dust, because it was mixed with the marijuana, and it was a horrific experience.
So wait a second, that's not marijuana, you dipshit.
Exactly, you're talking about something completely different.
I went out drinking one night, all right? And then I did a bunch of blow. He's like, I don't like. Oh.
Now I realize that alcohol is very dangerous.
Yeah. That's not the fucking thing to come away from, you moron. And that doesn't make the alcohol the thing that this gateway shit drives me nuts.
Oh God, dude!
When you're already fucked up, you might be more likely to try something else. Sure, but that doesn't fucking mean that you get to. We call ourselves a fucking free country. So if you want to get fucked up and you're not harming others, what's the fucking issue here?
Easy there, Panama Red.
You can't let drunk people drive. You can't let stoned out of their mind people drive. You can't let people on PCP fucking crawl around in the roadway. We understand this fucking shit. But to sit there and say, oh, well, we've decided that it's bad for you. Why is it bad for you? Well, it's a gateway. Well, alcohol is also a gateway. Well, you know.
Well, let's be fair. Let's see where the arguments go. So far, marijuana is bad because you can put PCP in it. That's what we've got so far.
It, though, look at that mug again. Look at her face.
It's like Medusa wearing a wig.
She cannot not make a nice face.
Yeah, it's like stink eye constantly.
That's one of the things I've noticed about Nancy Grace. She like can't help but be a bitch.
No,
it's just like the bitchiness comes out. Even when she's not saying shit, she's a bitch.
Yep.
So for Norm to be pushing this, he's pushing for our kids to get loaded and making our kids' lives that much more dangerous out there.
If it's legal, I mean, there's like an age limit still.
Right, but I love that he just came out of the argument. It's like one time I smoked marijuana and it was laced with PCP, and this asshole wants to make marijuana legal so our kids can get like. Please connect that somewhere.
Yeah, I mean PCP is still illegal,
right? It's not like it's not like you're going to get. It's not like this is a common thing in marijuana. No, somebody laced your shit with PCP. Okay, I could have laced it with fucking heroin. It has nothing to do with the marijuana. Jesus.
Culture, and it actually makes me sick to my stomach with people like
and Nancy just shaking her head. I know.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm with you.
Or I'm trying to promote this.
Well, you know, another thing concerning me, Howard, listen to this. Norm, this woman, this mom, has one criminal offense, and it was 14 years ago. It was pot. So when you say it's not addictive, this is 14 years later, and she's still smoking weed.
Oh my God! What a terrible fucking argument! She got caught once 14 years ago, and that's proof that it's the weed that made her like drown her kids now.
Yeah. Like she said, she had a clean record, so that's 14 years of pot use. She's implying here where nothing happened, right?
This woman was a fucking prosecutor. This woman, I mean, how fucking terrifying is that? And then Louis Gohmert was a fucking judge.
Think about it like this. Darkmatter, when you were 21, did you have a drink?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're in your 40s now, right?
No. I'm 30. I'm almost 39, but I did have a drink. I had a pina colada with Coctopus.
So basically, in my mind, by Nancy Grace logic, you have been an alcoholic that entire time.
Oh my God. You're right.
It's time to get help, bro.
I need help.
Drinking all those pina coladas made you lose your fucking hair.
I'm not.
You're part coconut, but even a coconut really has more hair.
It does.
What do you think she would say about Coctopus smoking 20 Pabst Blue Ribbons and then drinking?
Well, it's smoking 20 Pabst, 20 Pabst Blue Ribbons, and then drink some Marlboros, and then maybe I eat some weed.
We're so hardcore on the goddamn podcast, we smoke our beer.
That's right.
There's no indication, and Nancy, let's be realistic. They're going to name a strain of marijuana after you in Colorado, where you smoke a joint and become irrational. Somebody.
Oh, God damn it!
Dude, give me a Dragonhead, Nancy.
Jesus Christ, that was fucking awesome.
That's great.
Oh, that was the best. Oh, I love that guy.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was spot on.
You could just answer the question. That would be great.
Make them addicted today.
And you know he's right, too.
Hey, look at her face again. If you could just answer the question, that would be great. I would appreciate if you stop making me look as stupid as I look. I know it's very easy, even for a pothead, but Jesus. A little respect, please.
Come on, be
okay,
real.
So Howard, she was busted 14 years ago with pot. 14 years later, she's still high on weed, except now
it's just been one long trip for 14 years.
and then by the way, all that 14 years she didn't try to drown her kids, and now the ones that it's with the PCP, who knows if it's the first time or not, but it's not just pot. People that smoke pot don't have the energy usually to like, oh God, I gotta hold these kids under the water. Oh, I'd rather just order a pizza and watch some like reality TV.
Well, yeah, it's not just the complete lack of energy. It's the lack of, I don't want to fucking hurt anybody. I just want to like fucking relax. I just want to lay around.
You look at how many fights start at a coffee shop in
Amsterdam,
and you'll see that it's very low. You look at the number of fights started in any kind of bar with alcohol, and it's fine. I just want them to take their argument to its full conclusion, which is ban everything that makes you fucking feel good. Ban everything that makes you feel good. Because
so
look,
what am I supposed to wear? A ski mask so people don't see my face?
Oh my God!
Oh, Jesus, bars,
fucking bars, man. Where are they at?
Look, I understand that you can't have like people doing the shit that makes you go crawl around on the side of the road or in the middle of the road or any of that shit. But there is a better gray area than like pot makes you drown your children or some shit.
Well, and she's even saying this is what amazes me, because I'm wondering who the fuck is watching this and is being sold by Nancy Grace's argument, because she's already said like twice or three times that it was laced with PCP. It's on the fucking screen right now. Okay, who doesn't think that is a legitimate factor to take into account?
Okay, I'll tell you who. A number of people, because she didn't lose like her first 80 cases or something like that, or more. She went undefeated as a prosecutor. So I'll tell you who, a number of fucking jurors, a number of fucking people out there buy this bullshit, which is why it needs to be addressed. And they buy into Bill O'Reilly's bullshit. They buy into Donald Trump's bullshit. People buy into all kinds of Alex Jones. All that shit needs to be fucking addressed. And
The sad part is that sometimes compelling arguments to like the general public aren't necessarily logically sound arguments. It's just that they can't.
But I'm saying, like,
pick it out.
Doesn't that sound just like so blatantly obvious as a factor? Like, I'm saying, like, let's say you have like this guy, he's like, you know, an old married couple or something. They're like in their 80s or whatever. The guy's totally peaceful. He's been like a real nice guy. Never had any problems. No criminal record. Never even had a traffic ticket. One day he beats his wife's head in with a baseball bat. Okay, you're kind of wondering, like, well, what the fuck? Okay, like, and then when they're looking through all these factors of what happened, like, and they end up finding out that somebody put like fucking PCP in his macaroni that day or something like that. Okay, it's a factor worth pointing out. It's just like, oh, one day he just snapped. It's like, well,
God damn it! I fed my kid macaroni for lunch.
Say, ban Kraft.
Yeah, that's Nancy Grace logic. Macaroni and cheese will make you beat a person's head in with a bat.
She looks like strung out, and she talks like she's strung out, and like all these factors, but apparently she's fucking sober. It's pretty fucked up that we, while we get shit faced, can outlogic Nancy Grace, who's got this fucking big time show and gets people that, I mean, anyone that disagrees with her has an easy time making her look like a fool.
Yeah, I'm on my third root beer, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Darkmatter's going balls out today.
Yeah, balds out.
God.
Let's see.
Children while she's high.
Well, I got to say, I mean, this is where addiction takes you. Is that for me, because I was addicted to marijuana after 5 years, I then went to heroin and cocaine. And of all the people I've treated, I've treated thousands.
Such an asshole.
It took you 5 years to move from marijuana to heroin and cocaine.
And I want to ask this guy, like, did you have a beer? Did you have a beer before you ever smoked marijuana?
Did they just go on the street and find some junkie? Who is this guy?
For real, when I heard heroin, I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck?
And of course he blames it all on the pot. You see, it's not his fault. It's not his fault he went and did heroin and coke after 5 years of smoking pot. Like, oh, you know, after 14 years of drinking milk, I moved on to crack cocaine.
So ban milk.
Oh, they got to show a picture of the baby.
Yeah, the baby that was almost drowned.
Victimized by marijuana.
Yeah,
it's
not PCP though.
Talk about a black kid that'll never learn to swim.
Oh,
Jesus, I'm gonna have to dig through here. What do you want? You want the merkin or you want the bars?
I like the merkin. Pussy wig always over being jailed. I mean, oh God. Oh, it's.
Let me get it to where it fits your face.
Oh, I love it. Oh, God.
The people say bars.
That looks so fucking weird.
The chat says bars. Godless lesbian says both.
Scrunching up my pussy wig here.
For over 20 years, is that marijuana is where it starts.
Wait, why do they show these pictures and then censor out the entire face? It's like, that's a little child's body.
People have been doing this.
It's what's really funny is like they don't want to be able to identify this. Like kids look the same for more than a couple of months at this age. They're constantly fucking growing in great leaps and bounds.
Dude, holy shit! Somebody said you look like Murderface. You do look like Murderface with that wig.
I resemble that.
Who's Murderface?
From Death Clock. He's the bass player. He has a haircut just like that.
It's Murderface, man. You don't know because you're not cool. You're bald, but don't listen to metal. Like there are bald people that are all right, but they're the ones that know their metal. It almost looks like it connects at my. Hold on. It looks like it connects
to your neck beard.
I'm trying to line it up. There we go.
Nice.
For over 20 years, is that marijuana is where it starts. Okay. And
what do you mean by that? What do you
mean
marijuana is where it starts?
Well, A lot of people will end up smoking marijuana because they think it's harmless, because they think it's safe. And that's what Norm is promoting along with a lot of other people. Marijuana is not safe. It leads to harder drugs. And 15 to 20% of the people that end up smoking marijuana become long-term addicts and can get into such psychological issues like this case in Dallas, which is just...
Right off the bat, he just came up with his awesome statistic, which was 15 to 20%. 15 to 20% of people who smoke...
Oh. Bummer.
And that time it wasn't because of the bars or the Merkin.
Yeah, I know, man. I just took the Merkin off.
I'm thinking that one was straight because of the Illuminati.
Totally.
He was about to lay some truth down.
But they're our sponsor now. Maybe, yeah, he went too far. So I guess we're good because they haven't fucked with us yet.
I mean, I love the NWO.
I did too. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all about it. All-seeing eye and shit.
They're right. Marijuana drown kids makes you drown kids. Totally.
Norm, I want to hear
PCP was not a factor.
your response.
My response is that there are millions of Americans that use cannabis responsibly, that go on to a higher education, become lawyers like myself.
She doesn't want to hear it, goddammit.
Doctors like your friends, and are capable consumers of marijuana. And a regulated system will make that marijuana safe for consumers everywhere in America. And we ought not to deny Americans that freedom of choice,
that's not even a
not
response.
to go to jail.
I think maybe you're actually high
that's
right
a
now.
great response.
Oh my God.
She's such a piece of shit. Oh,
that's hilarious. Why, Drew. This is why millions of Americans drown their kids every. Wait, never mind. No, I didn't.
What Samuel's?
Oh, look who's back with us.
Why are you playing hooky? Stop playing hooky. This is your damn show.
How's the toast?
You're obligated to do it.
Yeah. What's awesome is my internet usually works flawlessly until this fucking show happens, and then all of a sudden, it's like there's a exposed wire, and there's like some raccoon out there like pissing on it or something, and that's what keeps. I swear to God, it's so random. Doesn't matter what the hell is happening. I've changed nothing in this house, and it just goes and comes back, and it goes and comes back. But so I don't know what the fuck to change. Like, I'm glad this is why Drew runs the show now.
Yeah.
Instead of the entire show going down because of my stupid random internet, at least now it's just me dropping out for like a minute and then coming back.
Yeah, it works out a lot better like this.
Sometimes they choose to do maintenance on it in the middle of the night with the logic that probably fewer people are on.
We'll find out like Tuesday is like it's the maintenance day.
A few years ago, I used to pay the bills playing online poker. And I'd be in tournaments in like second place out of like 1,200 fucking people rocking it and just lose internet. And I mean for like hours.
Oh, that's not cool.
See, if I were
absolutely fucking furious, losing your fucking mind over, because I mean I paid my bills that way, and to not be able to fucking count on my fucking internet connection made me not ever. I never went into anything that would last more than a few hours because that's all I could like pretty much try, and I had to change all the settings so that I didn't, so that I basically just blind out slowly in case I got my internet back and had a chance to fucking make a comeback. It was absolutely terrible. But I actually did pretty good at the same time. Even with shitty internet, I managed to pay my bills for a while.
That's good.
I could turn like $40 into $800 pretty quick, but I don't know if I have the patience or the.
His ass was really sore at the end of the day,
dude. It takes a certain like level of nuts to gamble with the money that your rent and electric is based on.
But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to remember what the context was. I don't remember what she just said.
Talking about
being
that
she said grounds for she accused him of being high.
Hell yeah, that's right. Look at her listening to him.
What Samuels is talking about
being
is that,
with you is grounds for being high.
Howard, you were talking about marijuana being a gateway drug. That's what you were talking about. And that was just like 2 minutes ago. If you could repeat that so maybe you can jog Norm's memory.
What a condescending, snooty bitch.
But what he did say, what he said was entirely relevant, because if it's a gateway drug and he's saying that all these millions of Americans are using it, then we should have this huge problem where they're going on to harder drugs.
Yeah, that should be like an epidemic.
Nancy Grace, fuck Nancy Grace. She's one of those people that if you read a story about how she fell down a flight of stairs, she'd be like, good.
Well, you know what's funny about this is this last presidential debate, Chris Christie used that same argument. That 1930s reefer madness gateway drug bullshit. Ridiculous.
Yeah, help me out with your
addiction, that I have
Howard.
treated have become addicted to marijuana, and as a result went on to
like
become
yourself.
heroin and cocaine addicts. I would say 15-20% of the population. What Norm is suggesting,
and that percentage number is a mixture of probably being pulled right out of his ass or that mandatory court-ordered rehab shit that they do.
And not only that, but 15 to 20% is what you would pretty much expect people like that with just addictive personalities. You know, what about the people that are addicted to Facebook, addicted to like this or that? There's a lot of other things. Addicted to Chipotle. You can be addicted to all kinds of shit that are unhealthy for you.
Exactly. Addicted to sweets.
Yeah, no one's trying to take away your fucking lollipops. No one's out there trying to take away your Big Mac. You know, and yet at the same time, those things are totally legal and unhealthy as fuck for you, and you're free to have as much of it as you want. They are so against even medical marijuana, and these same people make these same arguments against people who like use cannabis oil to soothe their like skin cancers and shit like that. Go fuck yourselves. They drag these people into court and jail them over shit like that. Fuck you. Where the fuck are our priorities here?
You know what? If you told me I have to either eat a Big Mac every day for the rest of my life or smoke a joint every day for the rest of my life, just for health sake alone, I'm going with the joint.
Yeah.
You're a smart man. Because not only that, but you'd probably be a little bit more creative.
Watch his cartoons just like fucking blow us away.
Dude, yeah, all of a sudden you hit like 5 million subscribers and shit.
It's like overnight after like the first joint.
What the fuck did you change? He's like, Mary Jane, bro. Mary Jane.
Yeah.
I would love to have Darkmatter, the bald hippie.
I still have never tried marijuana in my life, and I probably should just to see if it improves.
DPR smoked a joint with me.
Yeah, DPR and I actually smoked a little bit of weed.
There you go. And dude, the stuff we had was strong. I don't know about the stuff you had.
Dude, this guy came down from Seattle, and you know like the e-cigarettes?
Yeah.
It was that with weed in it.
You waxed.
It's
yeah, it's
that sounds
like,
sexual. I don't know if I want to say that.
It's called like dabbing. Anyway, but yeah, we actually smoked a good old-fashioned joint of some good stuff.
Some of that kill Darkmatter.
He acted like he didn't want any until he got lit, and then he's like, pass that over here, please. And by the way, when we went out and he got to order, I let him order whatever the fuck he wanted, but I ordered the fish and chips, and I made him try some. It was great.
Anyways, we are done with Nancy Grace for now.
Thank God. Can we move on, please?
Yes, we'll move on to some Fox News. Even better. We're just moving up. It's a steady progression of bullshit here.
A lot of people talking about last night's Emmy Awards, the winners, the losers, the jokes, and this year it appeared Hollywood could not resist taking a few swipes at Donald Trump and the rest of the GOP presidential field. Emmy winners Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Amy Schumer and a couple of...
This woman has a lawsuit with a toy making company. I can't remember who it is, like Hasbro or some shit, over a toy. And they named this... It's like a squirrel or some shit, a little toy squirrel, after her, and they used like her full name.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I don't understand why they would have done that.
What's her name?
I can't remember now. It's not something super simple. Like it's not a squirrely sounding name, put it that way. She has like a decent point with the lawsuit, because it's kind of awkward, but at the same time it's just the name of a toy squirrel.
That's funny.
But she actually in the lawsuit says they use her name and likeness. So she's pretty much saying she looks like a toy squirrel.
Other presenters all mocked the Republican candidates, and host Andy Samberg started things off during his monologue by taking on Trump.
I've got to say, sure, Donald Trump seems racist. What else?
What a great honor it must be for you to honor me tonight. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Oh, Donald Trump said that. I'm sorry.
There is one category of television that allows us as a society to sit back and enjoy the simple spectacle of reality. A reality where a panel of millionaires fight like sharks to be chosen by average middle-class Americans. But enough about the Republican national debate.
To be fair, Samberg did take a shot at Democratic candidate Senator Bernie Sanders. He spared his rival, though, Hillary Clinton.
Side note, is it just me, or does Bernie Sanders always look like his flight is delayed? Guy's a mess.
Yeah, that's pretty good, dude.
I mean, I laughed at that, but I'm not sure why it was funny.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my, what a ditz.
No wonder you got the job on Fox.
You see, I laughed at the joke because everyone else... Wait, I think she says it. Hold on, play a
I think
little
it just laughed because I'm a respondent to Laugh Track. But you know what I thought was...
Really? So you're just
responded to Laugh Track. So when everyone else around me laughs, I giggle and laugh because I'm a fucking total airhead.
That's Fox News for you.
In the dresses, the color coordinations.
Oh man, I love it. They never wear. They all have to look the same with different cuts at the neck and different colors.
No, actually, they're all different shades. Like the woman in the red is like really light, then pink is a little darker, then blue is a little darker than that, and then you have the black lady in the white.
Yeah. Duh.
Different shades.
Black people wear white because it makes it look better, bro. Makes it pop.
She blends in with that couch.
I'm telling you.
Really interesting last night. It seems like Hollywood is doing something that even the RNC's chair, Reince Priebus, and others may not be doing.
What?
The establishment in recognizing the front runner, Donald Trump, who's been soaking up the airwaves.
I actually thought that these so-called jokes were lame and not funny. Maybe it's just
That
me.
is a crime on comedians.
I thought they could have taken a lot stronger shots at everybody from Trump to Christie to Fiorina.
But when they mock you, do they love you, Chris?
Now pause it there because I think he's kind of right. Like they could have gone for a lot bigger shots there.
Oh yeah, it's just
so. I mean, they
like bigger
were
stinging
funny,
jokes.
but they were at least he's saying they're lame not because he disagrees with them, but because he says there's so much more that they could have, so much further they could have taken it.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
I always kind of liked this is Judge Napolitano, and I always kind of liked him. He's been wrong on a few things, but I'm always been one of those people where I can disagree with someone about a few things and still get along with them.
Those libertarian types, because he's a libertarian. Those types that are actually not hypocritical about like I don't want I want small government, but don't go around saying but government fuck gays getting married and shit like that. Those guys that are kind of consistent with no, I don't want government involved in anything. At least they're consistent. They're not hypocrites.
They get a lot more respect. It's like deism versus theism.
Yeah.
You can get a lot more respect out of me when you're not bringing it to a freaking personal level and shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said TJ is voting for Hillary.
Absolutely not.
Fuck Hillary.
Fuck Hillary Clinton. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even if it was Jesus. Give me Trump Palin, and I still wouldn't vote for fucking Hillary.
Definitely not love them. And look, I mean, this isn't that surprising. Liberal people would make fun of the Republicans, and I think anybody in a prime time, show would also be talking about the Republican debate. Everyone's making fun of Donald Trump. That's not unusual. So I don't find anything remarkable about, and I agree, I don't think it was really that funny either. I think that there are much funnier things you could say about Donald Trump.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's a compliment in a sense because it's been, the Republican race and debates have been some of the greatest shows on television lately.
Big ratings.
Big ratings, and the fact that Hollywood is sitting around and making jokes about this. I mean, when's the last time the Republicans, fielded candidates that got this much attention and people were talking about?
It's because it's a clusterfuck.
Mm. Yeah, you have, is it 11 of these guys that you had on stage?
It's the train wreck effect too. Like even people that don't, enjoy, don't want to vote for Republicans, watch this shit. And in fact, I believe we're going to cover a couple of clips that was Trump and they were totally fucking awkward.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
On this early in the race. I mean, in a way, it's a commentary on how successful they all are, that they're out there and they're interesting and you're talking about them and they're joking about them. I, by the way, did not watch a minute of that program last night. The Emmys,
that does not mean you're successful. If you're famous and being made fun of, it does not mean you're successful.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, in their case, I guess you could say that they are, but yeah, that's not a standard for success.
I mean,
like remember the Star Wars kid, that fat chubby kid dancing around with the fucking double-ended lightsaber?
Yeah.
Like that's not fame, it's infamy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they know the difference.
Yeah,
I doubt it. Well, I mean, like that one doesn't even know like why she laughs at things. It's just like when the fucking box glows red. She's like, oh.
She watches something without a laugh track. She just sits there stone-faced.
I have been watching the debate, so I don't. Yeah.
But it's also a commentary on how bad humor has gotten. I mean, I really didn't think that Sandberg was that funny. I agree with you, Judge. I wasn't exactly slapping my knee last night, and I decided after I saw what they were wearing to watch a different Emmy winner. Her name was Harris Faulkner.
Oh.
So I switched the channel to the woman who's got all...
Maybe we just not get that?
It was really funny. You see, the one in the white is laughing because everyone else is laughing. She didn't get it either. Don't worry. We're not the only ones.
So these people are probably the last ones.
They laughed harder at that joke than they did at the fucking Trump jokes and shit.
Yeah, which just...
Get the fuck...
That's what I'm saying is like these people aren't the ones to be judging what is funny or not. I mean,
really, really
certainly
bad.
not where I go to find out like what's
give them the
humor.
bars, Drew.
You know what? These bitches and the judge deserve the bars.
This is a first.
Is it?
I think it's the second time we've done this.
That's about as good as it's going to get.
You're covering up the pink chick a little bit too much. She's got some.
No, go ahead and put it just over their legs. That's the only part of them that really matters anyway.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. This is going to be interesting trying to play the video.
The Emmys in her office, by the way, and I was watching my girl on the Fox Report last night, who, by the way, was funnier and did a way better...
Oh, God. They were just pimping another Fox show. Some chick on another Fox show.
Nice.
Job and was better dressed than any of those people on that
You
stage.
see why I love this woman.
No.
My goodness.
But it's true. I was texting you during the show. I'm like, you look hot. I like your dress.
That check will...
Oh, so it's her. Yeah, so we're done with this video.
Zibaz. Yeah, just go ahead and put them over Darkmatter because as you know where they're going to end up anyway.
I didn't even do nothing.
No, we're just sizing them up for when you do. Don't worry.
I didn't do nothing.
Just know you're a click away.
Please. Just know. Yeah, exactly. God, Darkmatter, do you feel like a black guy in a total area that's policed by racist white cops? You're just one fucking step away. Say one fucking thing wrong and I'm going to lock you up until I feel like letting you out. Yeah.
Here's some other related... Go ahead, Darkmatter. You wanted to respond. Go ahead.
Nah, that's okay. I can't.
Exactly. That's why I got shit to say. Shut the fuck up, kid.
I gave you the chance because I figured it was going to end in you getting bars.
No, exactly. That's why I'm not saying nothing. I'm saying nothing.
You're a smart kid. You're smarter than you look, because you're black.
Governor Bush, I talked to you in February about the biggest elephant in a room full of elephants, which is your last name. And you told me that you would not be burdened either by your brother or your father's legacy in the Middle East. And then a week later, you rolled out your list of foreign policy advisors, and it was a lot of the band getting back together again. So on behalf of the military that is watching, the active duty military that are at the end of the spear, what kind of a commander-in-chief is Jeb Bush going to be, and who are the advisors that are new to your team?
Well, first of all, Hugh, if you're looking at Republican advisors, you have to go to the last two administrations that happen to be 41 and 43. So just by definition, and many of the people here that are seeking advice from the foreign policy experts in the Republican side, they served in my dad's administration, my brother's administration. Of course that's the case. But I'm my own man. I'm going to create a strategy that's based on the simple fact that the United States needs to lead the world. The first thing that we need to do is to stop the craziness of the sequester.
That doesn't sound different at all. It doesn't. That doesn't sound like he's any different,
dude. And he's not. If you'll remember, who was 41 and 43? The last,
his
Bush
dad and brother.
Dude, that's so. He's basically saying, where else am I supposed to look? I have to look to where the last Republicans were, and it's Bush, and let's make it a hat trick.
Yeah, how about you find a different job, asshole, and that'll fix the problem.
I hate this guy. We actually have another clip lined up later we're gonna go over and over and over again. It's gonna be like that Jim Baker sipping the soup. We're gonna do it over and over. It's so much fun.
Oh, good.
Build our military so that we don't deploy people over and over again without the necessary equipment to keep them safe, to send a signal to the world that we're serious. If we're going to lead the world, then we need to have the strongest military possible. We need to rebuild our counterintelligence and intelligence capabilities. We need to focus on the fact that the next president's going to start in 2017, not in 1990, 30 years ago, or when my brother started. The world is...
So you hear that, right? Bigger military, more spy programs. I'm not like my brother.
Dramatically different. And I believe that we need to restore America's presence and leadership in the world. Name a country where our relationship is better today than it was the day that Barack Obama got elected president. Under Hillary Clinton...
wait a second.
All of them, maybe?
Oh, there he goes.
Dude.
I was like sitting there waiting for it too, like... Yeah, like Jamie says Cuba, but they're not going to like that answer because they hate Cuba.
Right.
Cuba bad. They're still living, they really are living in like the 1950s where we should still have like an embargo with Cuba.
And a country where relations might be worse might be something like Mexico, but that's because of Trump.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. It's... Never mind. I was going to say something dumb.
No, please. Let me go find the bars. Go ahead, please.
No, it's all right. We could just let this...
Oh, no, that was a slip. Sorry. No, nothing?
No, I don't have anything.
All right.
Barack Obama, we have seen a weakness that now creates huge problems for the next president of the United States. So I'll have a team that will be...
This
see, he's already covering his ass. There's going to be huge problems for the next president.
This guy's fucking brother started 2 foreign wars while cutting taxes for the rich. Created a fucking recession. This guy's fucking brother. Fuck.
That will be following the doctrine that I set up, and it'll be peace through strength.
Another Bush doctrine.
Peace through strength. Peace through superior firepower.
Yeah.
We're sitting here...
That always calms things right the fuck down.
Of course.
This library, which is a wonderful place to talk about this, because that's exactly what happened in the 1980s, and the world was a lot safer because of the leadership of Ronald Reagan and my brother.
I want to ask you a question now.
Ronald Reagan is a major reason we have so much fucking problems over there.
Dude, he's saying we were safer in the era of the Cold War.
But he tore down that wall, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Lord and Savior Reagan. It's only fitting they would be doing this in the Reagan Library.
Us great leaders, and I believe that. But Jeb Bush has laid out 20 different people that have experience around the world. There are 190 countries. You can't run the world by yourself. When are we going to get some names on your military and your foreign policy advisors?
And I'm meeting with people that are terrific people, but I have to say something because it's about judgment.
By the way, that is how Donald Trump answers like every question.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about these things, and we're getting a lot of ideas coming.
Meeting with terrific people.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Yep.
They're very, very good at what they do. They'll make your head spin.
I am the only person on this dais, the only person that fought very, very hard against us, and I wasn't a sitting politician, going into Iraq. Because I said going into Iraq, that was in 2003, you can check it out, I'll give you 25 different stories. In fact, a delegation was sent to my office to see me because I was so vocal about it. I'm a very militaristic person, but you have to know when to use the military. I'm the only person up here that fought against going into Iraq.
Hugh,
now,
can I make a response to that?
Just excuse me 1 second,
Can
Rand,
I
if
make
you
a
don't mind,
response to
Rand.
that?
You know, you are on last, you do have your 1%. I would like, and I think it's very important, I think it's important because it's about judgment. It's about judgment. I didn't want to go into Iraq, and I fought it because what I said to you, what I said was you're going to destabilize the Middle East, and that's what happened.
So
he's referred to me.
The first chance.
May I make a response?
Right after me,
Go
and
ahead.
I'll yield the floor. What do you guys say in the Senate when you're talking and debating?
Absolutely. Go
Whatever.
ahead.
Here's the facts. When Donald Trump talks about judgment, what was his position on who would have been the best negotiator to deal with Iran? It wasn't a Republican. It was Hillary Clinton. That's what you believe. I mean, the lack of judgment and the lack of understanding about how the world works is really dangerous in this kind of time that we're saying. So, is that the judgment that you bring to the table, that Hillary Clinton is a great negotiator, that she could bring about a better
Your
deal
brother
with Iran?
and your brother's administration gave us Barack Obama because it was such a disaster those last 3 months that Abraham Lincoln couldn't have been elected.
You know what? As it relates to my brother, there's one thing I know for sure. He kept us safe. I don't know if you remember.
No. Play 1 second more for the fucking applause.
Okay, hold on. Let me rewind it so I can get the whole bit.
He kept us safe. I don't know if you remember, Donald.
I love this shot. I love that shot of the commercial airliner directly behind them. I love that shot. Just makes me think of, smoldering towers. Kept us safe.
Kept us totally safe.
Totally safe.
The worst attack since Pearl Harbor under his watch. And this motherfucker just said that, and all these brain dead people just clapped.
Yeah, and these are the same people, like the Benghazi people. There's been how many fucking embassy attacks were there under Bush? And fucking 100-something people dying in these embassy attacks. Nada. Nothing. Complete silence.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Yeah, see, him saying stupid shit like that is one thing, but like TJ pointed out, the applause. Fuck, it's like when Palin says we'll fucking waterboard terrorists, and that's how we baptize them.
Yeah. This is a golden opportunity for Trump. Does he take it?
You remember the rubble?
Yeah, I remember the rubble. That was under your
rubble.
Under your brother's watch.
You just said we were so safe, and now there's rubble. You fucking moron.
Oh my God! I was thinking maybe he completely forgot about it, and Trump was gonna slam him with it, but he just. Oh my God! This guy is stupid.
You remember the firefighter with his arms around it? He sent a clear signal that the United States would be strong and fight Islamic terrorism, and he did keep us safe.
I don't know. You feel safe right now? I don't feel so safe.
That was terrible. That is a terrible.
Jesus, yeah, the firefighters, you're all the ones that fucking died. Jesus. Like all the dead firefighters?
No matter how bad Trump's response, Jeb came out looking way worse than that, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that's
the problem is people were clapping.
Yeah.
Do they get it?
That's
No?
where freaking Trump
they
lost
get
right
it?
there, is when someone else said something stupider. Everyone's like, oh shit, that's even dumber. Oh my God.
Oh, well, we have more dumb coming.
Oh.
These two issues, both of which are incredibly important, Iran and Planned Parenthood. One has something to do with the defense.
I love that you can put Iran next to Planned Parenthood. Yep. Only in a fucking Republican debate could you do this.
Of the security of this nation. The other has something to do with the defense of the character of this nation. You have not heard a plan about Iran from any politician up here. Here's my plan. On day one in the Oval Office, I will...
That's another one. Day one. First day I get in there.
First thing I'm going to do, get rid of Obamacare, start war with 3 other countries. I'm going to take away abortion and...
fuck Iran.
America better now.
That's going to eventually be an Idiocracy, that type of future, that dystopian future we're headed towards. That's going to be like political banners.
You want America bad? No, America be good. Vote Republican.
Make good America.
If you cannot spell, it starts with R.
Make good America. Yeah, fucking Brondo. It's got electrolytes. That's the future we're headed to with these Republicans.
Make 2 phone calls. The first to my good friend Bibi Netanyahu to reassure him we will stand with the state of Israel. The second to the supreme leader to tell him that unless and until he opens every military and every nuclear facility to real anytime, anywhere inspections by our people, not his, we, the United States of America, will make it as difficult as possible to move money around the global financial system. We can do that. We don't need anyone's cooperation to do it. And every ally and every adversary we have in this world will know that the United States of America is back in the leadership business, which is how we must stand with our allies. As regards Planned Parenthood, anyone who has watched this videotape, I dare Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama to watch these tapes. Watch a fully formed fetus on the table, its heart beating, its legs kicking, while someone says we have to keep it alive to harvest its brain. This is about the character of our nation.
I mean, just listen to that. Does that sound like something that really happened? It's like all these. I get the image she's selling. It's a really dark room, right? The baby's like, well, crying and stuff. And they're like, God, I just want to kill it so bad, but we can't. We've got to harvest its brain.
Gotta keep it alive. We're gonna keep it alive.
And they're all wearing, dark robes, and there's fucking red candles lit and shit,
So I hope you got the other related, things to follow up on this with.
And if we will not stand up and force President Obama to veto this bill, shame on us.
Okay.
All right. So she said, I dare you to watch that video, right?
Dun-dun-dun.
I think it's fair to say your biggest moment of the debate was when you called for the defunding of Planned Parenthood. Here that is.
I dare Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama to watch these tapes. Watch a fully formed fetus on the table, its heart beating, its legs kicking, while someone says we have to keep it alive to harvest its brain. This is about the character of our nation. And if we will not stand up and force President Obama to veto this bill, shame on us.
First of all, do you
acknowledge that applause, man?
Acknowledge what every fact?
I want to make sure we get exactly.
Obama to veto this bill, shame on us.
First of all, do you acknowledge what every fact checker has found, that as horrific as that scene is, it was only described on the video by someone who claimed to have seen it. There is no actual footage of the incident that you just mentioned.
Jesus.
No, I don't accept that at all.
No, I don't. Facts? What? No, fuck that. No. It's like, and the way he even laid it out was so great. He's like, that every fact checker has come back with.
Seen the footage, and I find it amazing.
Wait, did she just say she sees?
Yeah, go back.
There is no actual footage of the incident that you just mentioned.
No, I don't accept that at all. I've seen the footage, and I find it.
So she's seen the footage that all of these fact checkers cannot find or anything.
Point to it, bitch. Let's see it then.
Of course,
amazing. Actually, that all these supposed fact checkers in the mainstream media.
At her, let her play it once. Play it once more, which she says, "I've seen it," and look at her face.
That is horrific.
It seems like
as
a lie to me.
That scene is. It was only described on the video by someone who claimed to have seen it. There is no actual footage of the incident that you just mentioned.
No, I don't accept that at all. I've seen the footage, and I find it amazing.
See how her blinking went into overdrive, and
she kind of that smirk.
Yeah.
Actually, that all these supposed fact checkers in the mainstream media claim this doesn't exist. They're trying to attack the authenticity of the videotape.
Then fucking show it.
Of course you won't.
Prove them fucking wrong. God damn it.
I haven't found a lot of people in the mainstream media who've ever watched these things. I mean, they will claim somebody watched it for.
Show it to them. Like, God, you have like a public platform. It would be a perfect opportunity to do so, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. I will continue.
And she even said, I dare Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama to watch this.
A video like that would be quite famous.
Yeah. That would make your point. Even, like, pretty much everybody at that point would just
if
like,
that
wow,
was found out
up.
to be true, something like that actually happened, shit, I'd say close parent.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's fucked up.
And the
dare.
Republicans, I mean, it would spread like wildfire. They would be putting it in everyone's face.
Well, they take the fakest shit and shove it in our face already, you know? They're like, oh, look at this fake shit. That's all we have. Shove it in their face anyway.
For them, I will continue to dare anyone who wants to continue to fund Planned Parenthood watch the videotapes.
Okay,
And
okay. I take your dare. I totally take it.
Yeah, you dare.
Now, where do I go? Link, please.
Anyone who wants to challenge me first is going to have to prove to me that they watched it.
Prove to me. Prove to me that you watched my fake video, my non-existent video.
That's the only way we can talk about it.
We can't talk about it unless you prove to me that you watched this video I made up.
You got to look for it. Google. All you got to do is Google dead Planned Parenthood baby brain on Google, and then search through everything, every retarded Republican website, and then eventually, hopefully, find the actual video, and then prove to me that you watched it, and then we can have a discussion about how fucking fake it is.
Wanted to fund Planned Parenthood, so let's talk about what the organization actually does. 4.4 million health services involving sexual diseases and infections, 3.5 million services in family planning, 935,000 services in cancer screening and prevention, 1.1 million other women's health services, and yes, 327,000 abortions.
Okay, pause.
Yeah,
Now, go back and
pull
pause
that back
that
up. Yeah.
screen. Look at what they offer. This is services that they rendered, like individually. Like so, they did 4.4 million tests and treatments over from 2013 to 2014.
Well, that's their spending, right?
Yeah, this is like where their money goes. 3.5 million in family planning. Whatever, you know, that could be birth control because you're not planning on having a family yet or whatever, but it's still like it's not abortion or anything. Almost 1 million in cancer screening and prevention. Like 3 times the amount of abortions is cancer screening and prevention. Right there. And by the way, did you know Carly Fiorina is a fucking breast cancer survivor?
Right. Yeah, she said so in the debate.
Combined $10 million in other services,
Yeah.
320 for abortion services.
Yeah.
No, this is. I don't believe. I'm not sure whether that's the number, the cash amount, or the number of services actually rendered.
Okay.
I want to say it's the cash amount, but let's see. I don't remember if maybe he
Well,
prefaced
wait.
it.
Over 300,000 abortions sounds.
Yeah, that's
a lot. That's
Let's see.
That's like one for every person in America. I mean,
Let's see.
Prove to me that they watched it.
You wanted to fund Planned Parenthood, so let's talk about what the organization actually does.
And they're talking about funding, so it has to be the money.
4 million health services involving.
Look, $4.4 million is nothing. They get $500 million a year.
Sexual diseases and infections, 3.5 million services in family planning, 935,000 services in cancer screening and prevention,
It's not money. They're not
1.1
saying
million
dollars, they're saying
other
services.
women's health services, and yes, 327,000 abortions. Ms. Fiorina, I understand that you want to end all abortions, but you're also willing to cut off.
What time period was that?
That was over 2 years, 2013 and 2014. That's what it's set up in there. I don't know if there's if it's cuts off the ends of the months or if it's.
Well, I guess that does sound like a lot, but that's also nationwide in a country of 330 million people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you think about it though, like say women are half the population, so that means every woman in America, a woman can't have more than 2 abortions in a year. So that means every woman in America would have to have an abortion.
No, because that would be like what 175.
That would be 1%.
175 million women in America. About 180 million women in America, and that was 327,000.
Yeah, it would be about 2% then. Like
Wait. No, I was getting okay. Wait. It was 300,000, not 300 million.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was getting mixed up.
Yeah.
When AK said Darkmatter can't math.
Yeah.
No, I get math. It's just I was thinking it's million and not thousand.
Bro, trust me, bro. I can math.
Yeah.
All the way up to the number of hairs on top of his head.
Funding for all of those HIV tests and breast exams?
See, I want to say they're talking about funding, man. I really do.
No, they're talking about cutting the funding, but they're telling about what services they do and how the vast majority are non-abortion related.
Well, of course not. All of those things are important. I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I've been engaged in programs that move aggressively into neighborhoods to make sure that all women are screened. Every single one of those women's health services that you just described are vital to be continued and actually vital to be expanded. Of course we should be funding those things. But I find it fascinating that Democrats will never support taxpayer funding, for example, for a women's health center right next door to a Planned Parenthood that would provide all those same services and also provide women an alternative to abortion. Of course, those other services must be available.
Because it's probably like a religious institution or some shit like that.
It sounds like you could probably just say, hey, look, Planned Parenthood, how about we give you some extra money and you put it towards trying to do more like adoptions and shit. You know, push the adoption option more if we give you some extra funding. That sounds like a hell of a lot smarter way to go about it.
That might have been some of the money that went into, what was it, family planning?
Yeah.
Or some of those, or the other like miscellaneous services?
Look, this is all coming from me, and I was adopted. All right. I never wanted, tried to find my biological parents. As far as I'm concerned, my mom and dad are my mom and dad. I'm way taller than they are, so it's like pretty obvious and all that shit. But that, at the same time, I can totally understand that, like, I guess you could call me lucky to have been adopted or whatever, but if I had been aborted, I would have never known the fucking difference.
No.
You can't even remember the first few years of your life, and you expect them to know what the hell they're going through. It's just such bullshit. And if you really do want to follow through with this killing abortion and making it something women can't have, then you need to follow all the way through and take care of the fucking kids when they're born. Because a lot of the times people want abortions because they can't handle it financially, and then they become a burden to the fucking system, and you are the same people who are against fucking helping those people. You're saying they're a burden. We need to lift the burden off the system, but at the same time take away the options that would do that. You're fucking retarded.
To any woman and every woman. But that's not what this argument is about. This argument is about whether or not we as a nation are going to stand by while taxpayer money is being used to fund this kind of butchery.
It's not. It's absolutely not. The federal funding is never used for that. They've passed bills that put that stipulation in there.
And she's running for president. You think she knows these things? You'd think she'd know these things if she was making arguments about it.
Maybe she even knows that what she's saying is bullshit, but she knows that the people like to fucking hear it.
Brought up the question of taxpayer, and you say that we should defund Planned Parenthood as part of the budget battle, which we're going to get by the end of this month, even if that means that we end up with a government shutdown, regardless of who's responsible for that government shutdown. Carol Tobias, who was the head.
Stupid.
Yeah, they just
tantrum throwing babies.
They did that shit in 2013. They did that shit. And then in 2014, they win the fucking Senate. We give them both houses of fucking Congress after they shut the government down.
So what do you guys think about doing a crowdfunding thing to get us out of America? Just move our families all up north to Canada. We'll start our own little Canadian commune or some shit.
I don't know. Can you smoke maple leaves?
Oh yeah, they've got the best stuff up there.
We'll eat some French fries and gravy and fucking.
I can't get there. The road's closed.
Oh no! It can't be. Something. It's real cold up there, and Drew would have to get sleeves. It'd be a whole fiasco.
It's this whole mess, bro. It's.
You have to just grow that hair and just wrap it around his arms.
Yeah. Well, let's finish this video, dude. I gotta piss something wicked.
The president of National Right to Life has just written a column in which he says that a shutdown would be a big mistake, that it's more important to elect a pro-life president. She writes, quote, All of these goals are more easily and effectively achieved if the 71% of American voters opposed to a government shutdown aren't angry at the pro-life candidates running for president. Is she wrong when she says a shutdown would be a mistake?
Well, I disagree with her on this, and I'll tell you why. First, something very important has changed since the last government shutdown. What's changed
is now Republicans have both houses of Congress.
Is the Republican Party has historic majorities in the House, and we now control the majority in the Senate.
Are you kidding me? So you fucked it up when you had one house of fucking Congress. Now you have the Senate too, so now you're really going to wreck shop.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
A lot of people worked really hard out there in the nation to make that happen. I was one of them. And I think people worked hard because they expected a change based on that majority. And I do think that people want to know, what do we stand for?
You know,
what
it really makes me sick that we
stand for. What do we want to do? Like, fuck,
shut down government.
Woman.
People,
such a shitty CEO too.
I wish people would just hold politicians accountable for their fuck ups. That's all.
Yeah,
it would be nice. That'd be a nice change.
It's a world would be nice to live in. Maybe somewhere out there, it happens.
All right, you want to do a break and then we'll
we got to
do a break and then we'll come back. I'm sure I know we have a lot of awesome material coming up, and including the break. And if you're playing the one that I sent you earlier, which is
the 2-man band,
huh?
2-man band.
Yes.
Okay. It's got.
By the way, 2 + 2 is 4, and 4 + 4 is 8. Tell me I can't math. Bam.
Darkmatter can math after all. We will be back. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, but we have a lot of material to cover.
My favorite Slayer lyric is, "I don't even know you, I just know where you live."
What song is that from?
Jesus, from one of their really old albums. I forget it. I don't even know you, I just know where you live.
Anyways, let's jump right back into this shit. This is the videos. These are videos you were talking about, TJ, with Trump being like weird.
The most awkward fucking high-fiving ever.
What? Is this a serious question? Is this a presidential debate and they're asking him what their code name would be?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is at the end of the debate.
Senior dipshit. Senior dipshit is go.
Ever ready. It's very high energy, Donald.
Huh?
Yes. Ever ready is what his code name would be.
Yeah, I know, but why is that funny? I mean,
I don't know.
No, I have no idea why it's funny, but
it's the same laugh track shit. But this is the part that I'm going to have you play over and over. The actual high five where Trump puts his hand out, and look at Bush's face and how he fucking high fives Trump here.
It's actually a low five, TJ.
Whatever, low five. Over and over and over. Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at the rage.
He smacked the shit out of it.
Mr. Trump.
A little bit of that secret rage came out. You want that guy in control of some nukes? Fuck you.
Mr. Trump.
Humble.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
He is angry, dude.
He's like, you feel that, you piece of shit?
Shit out of your fucking hand.
One more. Oh, we have another one.
I haven't had an opportunity to weigh in on foreign policy, and I just want to mention that when the war...
This is the dumbest brain surgeon I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God.
Looks lost.
My brother was asking me, like, well, what do you think about Ben Carson? I was like, that dude's a fucking idiot. But, dude, he's a brain surgeon. I'm like, come on, man.
But no. I listened to him talk for like
Yes.
10 minutes and tell me you would let him touch your brain.
I even asked him that. I told him the cocktail song. I was like, would you want that guy working on your brain?
You know, the thing is something as specialized as brain surgery requires so much study in one specific area that, yeah, you can be really stupid about a lot of other things.
He's pretty much an educated idiot savant.
Yeah.
When the issue occurred in 2003, I suggested to President Bush that he not go to war. Okay, so I just want that on the record.
Okay, so now what's different about that high five?
War. Okay, so I just want that.
It starts out of like, yeah, and then it's like, I got you, bruh.
He's trying to do the typical, like, handshake thing.
It starts with Trump's hand right up in his fucking face, like, high five me. And Carson is like, no.
We'll shake on it. And he's like, we'll bro shake.
We're going to look, I'm going to pull you across your fucking body. Ebony and ivory.
Okay, so I just want that on the record. And
it's so fucking retarded.
So awkward.
It is totally fucking the most awkward thing ever. Oh.
One more time.
To President Bush that he not go to war. Okay, so I just want that on the record. And, you know.
He's so smug about it. Like, I high-fived the black guy. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, you know, I touched him with my own hand.
Barehanded. Didn't even use the like alcohol-based stuff on your hand afterwards, you know? To be honest, it's because I used it all up in my hair.
Jeez. Here's some more, we got more derp here. I think we're about to kind of take off. No more presidential debate stuff, I don't think.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's going to be a relief, trust me. This is, the husband of Kim Davis.
Oh, then you hit me with this.
Yeah,
which husband?
Yeah, the most recent one, the fourth one.
Oh, okay.
Which one? Kim Davis' husband. Which one? Oh.
In the zealous pursuit of that goal, we've been privileged to work with our neighbors in Kentucky. I was there the other day.
Guy in the overalls.
That's her husband.
He's raring to go.
That's her fucking husband, man.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's him? I thought it was the guy in the suit.
That's him.
No. Oh my.
When Kim Davis come out, and there was a great move of God upon the crowd that was there that day, what a blessing. But in Kentucky, they've been the face of the religious freedom fight this summer. Joining us here today is Joe Davis, the husband of Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis. He is with us today. She spent 5 nights in a jail cell. I thought of her as Raphael Cruz mentioned the chains over there in the Bible. The Bible tells us that.
Yeah, Raphael Cruz. There's another winner.
I like the random use of after certain words. Like it just comes in handy. Every now, once in a while, when you're talking, it comes in handy to just drop another symbol on there.
Oh, Evo just said farmersonly.com. That's where he met Kim.
There was a dear brother when Paul was in chains said.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to give him a thumbs up because technically it's a step up because originally it was fucking a pig. So it is a step up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
At least the pigs weren't denying people like equal rights.
Well, yeah, but he's into that, and you know she still squeals. So,
God.
Brother, we're not ashamed of your chains. We're not ashamed of the chains of those that go to jail for Jesus Christ. Joe is here today with Randy Smith. Randy Smith stood by the Smith family. He was there with them in the courtrooms, and he was there with them in many of the battles and praying with them. And Randy Smith will soon be leading a dedicated group of pastors in Kentucky.
You know, it's like the craziest thing about all this is we predicted all of this. Like, we should be rich from predicting all of this. Like, you know, we said this like years ago. We were saying this shit. Like, you know, eventually gays will be able to get married all across fucking states, and you're going to see the death rattle from the religious, and there's going to be people, you know, we talked about, you know, people that would be going to jail and shit like that because they're going to try to keep denying them. and they would be held up, as fucking martyrs and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair though, predicting the actions of a simpleton isn't that.
Yeah, it's like
pathetic.
the town's drunk is going to get drunk.
Yeah.
Wait a second. If it's that easy to predict the actions of a simpleton, I'm going to predict that Darkmatter gets the bars at least one more time tonight.
Oh, I guarantee it.
And he can technically do that since he's in control of the fucking bar.
I gotta put my game face on. This ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna be on it.
Put your game wig on.
Yeah, you missed it. I think it was our last patron only show. We went the entire show until like the last 10 seconds, and TJ got the bars. We went, dude, all the way. We were almost done with the clip. Like, really, what we had left of the clip was almost like dead air. We made it all the way to the end, and he got the bars.
So, I mean,
proud of that because that's going to stand as a record for like show gone longest, like the longest going in a show until someone got the bars. I got that fucking record. Put that in the Guinness goddamn book.
Called the Kentucky Pastors Network. I think they need one, don't you? And hopefully more states around the country will join us to stand in the gap for the truth. Joe, we thank you and Kim for your fearless example. You said
Kim.
Standing for all of our freedoms, no matter what the cost. Like the Davises, folks, we must all take a bold approach in how we stand for our rights in our own communities, in our own church. You can wake up.
All right, I'm gonna have to listen to the husband talk. I'm tired of this fucking asshole. Oh, hello.
Did the husband just explode into some hotness? What's up, man?
What is? Yeah, I gotta see the build up to this.
Birthday. It's her 50th birthday, and Joe's gonna step up.
So let me explain it. It's Kim Davis's fucking 50th birthday. She's not even there, but they're gonna sing happy birthday to her in front of her fucking husband by having these fucking, like, this female religious quartet or whatever, church quartet coming up there.
We thank you very kindly for being down here and in Nashville, Tennessee. From Nashville, Tennessee today, we are going to wish Kim Davis, that's been in jail for Christ, that's been in jail for standing on her Judeo-Christian values, we are going to wish her a happy birthday from freedom-loving Christians in Nashville, Tennessee. God bless you, and God bless your efforts.
Freedom-loving Christians. Oh.
I believe that's my favorite new oxymoron. It's military intelligence and freaking
military intelligence.
Jumbo shrimp.
Yeah, just total oxymorons.
Black light.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kim.
Oh, harmony.
Happy birthday to
you. It literally brought them out there and set up all those microphones just for that.
This is such a fucking circus.
It is complete.
That's not the husband, is it?
You remember the scene? You remember the movie Contact? That Carl's book.
Hold on, I'm going to help Drew. He talks real quick. He's up there for like 2 minutes.
Really? Wow! I just completely missed that. I'm sorry, Darkmatter. Go ahead. Contact. Yeah.
You remember that movie Contact with Jodie Foster, based on the book Carl Sagan wrote? You remember when she first, right after the scene where she discovers the signal from Vega, and all those wackos descend on their, it becomes a big circus, and all these idiots like cluster around where she works at the array, and she's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And that's what this reminds me of. Some big event happens in some obscure place, and all these fucking wackos come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, it's really fitting. It's just like in that large machine that they build, that cult leader like sets off a bomb in there. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this guy here with the overalls or some shit. He just like, they got like so out of place. He's wearing like the little uniform and stuff. He says that creepy smile and ends up like blowing that whole place up. Yeah. That's these types.
I thought you were going to say they were Muslims.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, we're talking about Christian Sharia. Got it.
Yeah, Christian Sharia.
Big difference.
Well, I'm not a speaker, but I just want to tell y'all I really, truly appreciate and love each and every one that's here today to show the support for God first and for me and my wife. I love each and every one of you. I love Tennessee. I love everybody. Y'all just keep praying for me and my wife that God will give us the strength to fight this battle until it's over with. God bless you all.
That's it. This entire thing was for that.
Yes. We need some kind of a chant that involves saying fuck God and fuck Kim Davis. We need to work on that. Maybe those will be like our next batch of t-shirts. It'll say fuck God on the front, and on the back it says and Kim Davis. We'll work on that. Yeah, so who's this chode?
Some other chode. They just bring up other people because this guy was like too. Just go on. We don't want to listen to any more of these.
Okay.
Dude, he's bald. Really, he doesn't deserve our time.
Yes. Very, very good point.
Not all bald people. Hashtag not all bald people.
I like that. Like, not all Muslims and not all that. Not all bald people.
Not all white people.
Okay. Pastor talking about Kim Davis. Okay. This is where they get into comparing Kim Davis to, like, these other, these other deals. These next two videos.
But sin was rampant then, and the Bible says when Christ comes back, that will be the moral condition. And folks, we have to understand that we can choose to sin, but judgment is imminent. It was then, and it is now. Secondly, he said it will be as it was in the days of Lot.
If it was imminent then, and it's imminent now, I mean, you're talking about a 2,000-year period of time. Do you know what the meaning of imminent is? If it's imminent then why didn't it happen yet?
And it will be imminent forever, obvious.
What the fuck? What a butchering bastardization of language.
They don't fucking care, man. It's just like, how do I get my message across? Does it sound stupid? Who gives a fuck? Does it make sense? Who gives a fuck? Does it like match the facts at all? Nah, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, not important.
Nobody gives a fuck. That's why Donald Trump can get away with like you've never had any experience with the military or foreign policy other than business relationships. Like, how are you going to do that? He's like, your head's going to spin. It's going to be great. Your fucking mind. Very, very good talking to some fantastic people. And like, that's good enough for these morons out there.
Yep.
But in Luke chapter 17, verse number 28, it was the same as happened in the days of Lot. Okay? How was it in the days of Lot? He says that what is the condition of the world going to be when Christ returns? It will be as it was in the days of Noah. It will be as it was in the days of Lot. How was it in the days of Lot? Well, I'd say a couple of things, or a couple of characteristics of Lot. Say,
Sodom and Gomorrah? Are we going to hear a Sodom and Gomorrah here?
First of all, there was militant homosexuality during that time.
Oh.
Militant.
Yes, militant. I love that. Well, they were raping angels, Darkmatter.
Yeah.
So I guess that is, you don't get much more militant than, butt fucking an angel by force.
Who out there is saying militant heterosexuality or homosexuality, or even it sounds like he's from a state that still hasn't outlawed bestiality.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like, there's laws against
America.
Like militant sexualism in any way.
If I want to cornhole my goat, I got that right.
That's right. I paid for it. I named it. He don't bite my penis when I stick it in his mouth. He wants it.
That's consent.
Are you surprised at how quickly the homosexual movement has become militant? I mean, there is a clerk.
Means he When's the last, like, I don't know about you, but every other Thursday I go walk him down the back of the alley and some guy makes me suck his dick. Don't ask me why, but I keep going back.
And he takes my money too. You believe that?
Takes my money. I mean, I give it to him, but he takes it.
In Kentucky, who has been jailed for not going along or not agreeing. There is a baker in Washington,
the 14th Amendment,
who has been fined. There are florists around the country who have been fined because they do not participate in same-sex marriage. So it's not enough now to say, I believe that that you should have the right to do what you choose to. Now that it has to be embraced. So whenever I look at the Day of Lot, I would say there are two characteristics. One was militant homosexuality, and secondly, spiritual mediocrity.
Oh. Spiritual mediocrity, which basically means since we're letting, like, what part about the spiritual mediocrity is like the whole Kim Davis fucking situation?
Yeah, that's not mediocrity.
There's no mediocrity at all.
You know what that is? That is militant heterosexuality is what that is.
Yeah, militant Christianity. Fuck this douchebag. And honestly, I'm so done with people like this overall. I've caught my mom like trying to give my daughter like Bible study, and we're about to put that to a fucking end.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
First 3.5 years of his reign, there will be peace and prosperity on the earth. As he establishes this kingdom for the first 3.5 years, a time of peace and prosperity. He will establish one world government, and he will be the head of it.
So pretty much this video is called, it's, you know, this pastor's name, and it says Kim Davis is a sign of the Antichrist. So so pretty much this shit happening with Kim Davis is a sign that, you know, the world's about to fucking end.
It's imminent, Drew. It's imminent.
Yeah, it was imminent 2,000 years ago. It is imminent now.
Imminent.
Now, John describes this somewhat in symbolic terms in Revelation chapter 7.
Yeah, we really don't even need any more of this. Okay, yeah, okay. So the end is imminent.
Yeah, and people have been talking like him for thousands of years, talking about the things that John said in Revelation, and it's so fucking. You can interpret it in a broad number of ways, and people always think they're in the end times.
I'll tell you how I interpreted it. I went and bought myself 36 gallons of tater soup.
Tater soup.
Tater soup. I'm going to go choke it down later. I heard that it goes
so
bad.
good.
Oh,
Good.
Did Darkmatter, you've had it, haven't you? Didn't you go with the 7-year plan?
Yeah, Darkmatter can afford it. He was like, just load it on top of the Lotus.
It's enough to get you through the tribulation. 7 years worth of creamy potato soup.
It's so good.
Well, here, this video is related to the last one. This is somebody else comparing Kim Davis to something else.
Before we took the break, you were all chomping at the bit to talk about Kim Davis. That Kentucky clerk, Governor Pataki, said he would have fired Kim Davis, the Kentucky clerk jailed for refusing to issue same-sex marriage licenses. Senator Santorum, do you agree with Governor Pataki?
16 years ago, this country was tremendously inspired by a young woman who faced a gunman in Columbine and was challenged about her faith.
Oh, my God.
And
Okay, first of all, it sounds totally like he had rehearsed this fucking answer.
Yeah.
Like he fucking got the question, and this is the fucking answer he came up with and rehearsed. Go ahead. From the end of the question, get his beginning. He didn't pause at all. He's like, 16 years ago, like he planned this shit.
Yeah, I just love how the chat, every time Santorum shows up, just frothy enters the chat.
They get all, yeah. Frothy, the blow man.
16 years ago, this country was tremendously inspired
Go a little bit back.
by a young woman.
You want to hear the question, too?
I want to hear the end of the question so that we can hear how quickly he jumps into this obviously pre-planned answer and still gets it so bad.
jailed for refusing to issue same-sex marriage licenses. Senator Santorum, do you agree with Governor Pataki?
16 years ago, this country was tremendously inspired by a young woman who faced a gunman in Columbine and was challenged about her faith, and she refused to deny God.
Pause it. Look at the guy's face. This sitting next to him like, oh shit, you just went there. He's giving him like, did you just bring up Columbine in this answer?
It's like, really, motherfucker? None of us are that fucking lame. We would not have went Columbine.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
We saw her as a hero. Today.
Oh, and by the way, that was another thing I wanted to ask about this, because I've actually seen this full clip, or at least that much of it. Wasn't the whole Columbine thing about like the two guys going around asking like who's a Christian and then killing the Christians? Isn't that all bullshit?
Yeah.
Like that never happened. That's just one of those like stories that these people keep with.
Yeah, I heard that's
to
fake.
the Ramstein and the Marilyn Mason, and then they went and they did with the trench coats and the guns and the whatnots, killing the Christians and the good boys and the girls and the teachers it was just horrific. And by the way, we should not strengthen gun regulations.
Yeah, because that's not the problem. No. It's Marilyn Manson and all this shit.
The Ramsteins and the German the banga music.
So not only is he a dumbass in comparing Kim Davis to a fucking mass shooting survivor, but he's a dumbass in telling the story of the mass shooting that didn't even fucking happen. That is just like pretty much a Christian myth at this point. The Christians love to say all that. So okay, so just all around, Frothy is a dumbass.
Someone who refuses to defy a judge's unconstitutional verdict is ridiculed and...
Well, of course.
Literally isn't.
It's unconstitutional when the Republicans don't get what they want. Okay? When Hobby Lobby won their ruling and we granted fucking corporations like religious rights, it was cool then. It was constitutional. But when gays get married...
Reaching, you don't understand. They don't have the right to decide what is and isn't constitutional. That's not what the Supreme Court is there for.
Black robe judges. Tyrannical.
They're unelected. By the way, elected judges is maybe the worst fucking idea ever.
Yeah, elected judges? Oh my god. Look at how good we do with electing people in this country.
Florida is one of the states that still elects judges. There's only a handful of us. Florida is one of them. I believe Texas might be as well. Otherwise, how the well, I don't know. Louis Gohmert, bro. Gohmert.
If I were a judge, I would deliberately wear a white robe. Just so that these assholes can't say I'm a black robed judge.
You look like a fucking Jedi in a white robe.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty sweet.
And
instead of a gavel, he's got like a lightsaber.
You'll either look like a Jedi or fucking Gandalf the White, but you don't have any hair, so
all he needs is a couple ridges in his head, and he could be an easy Sith.
Chastised because she's standing up and not denying her God and her faith. That is a huge difference in 16 years. People have a fundamental right in the First Amendment. There's no more important right. It is the right that is the trunk that all other rights come from, and that's the freedom of conscience. And when we say in America that we have no room, well, how many bakers, how many florists, how many pastors, how many clerks are we going to throw in jail? Because they stand up and say, I cannot violate what my faith says.
All of them. The answer is fucking all of them, you dipshit. All of the ones that violate the fucking law and discriminate. I've always said this. In a capitalistic society, when your job is to make money, you don't turn away fucking business over disagreements. And if you are so morally opposed, go bake cakes for the fucking church. Don't fucking open your goddamn business to the public. Because if you're a realtor, you might get a gay couple that's looking for a fucking house. And you can't just be like, well, guess what? I'm a total cunt bigot, and I don't want to fucking, show you any homes because I'm such a fucking bigot, and I don't want to do my job and make the money that's your money, which is just as good as anyone else's fucking money. If you don't want to fucking do that, then don't fucking get yourself into a business where you're going to come into contact with people that you disagree with.
Bam.
It's pretty fucking simple, really. I mean, I've watched videos of Walmart employees like yelling at black guys, and I know we have like a long history with race here on the show, but like white employees like yelling at a group of black people because they were in there like browsing and they had backpacks on, but they'd already checked the backpacks, before they went in, and they would check them again before they went out. But this lady was just harassing the shit out of them, and then insulting them, saying they weren't going to buy anything because they don't have any money. He's like, I got more money than you, and she's like, what, that drug money? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a load of fucking bullshit. And I believe we can all fucking see it. There's no excuse for it. And we're all getting used to fucking calling it like we see it. It's not like we can give the excuse of not being exposed to it. And if you're a dipshit that would rather listen to Josh Feuerstein or fucking Rick Santorum instead of just being halfway
the
fucking, like, if you think Josh Feuerstein and Rick Santorum are the best representation of Jesus in America, go fuck yourself. Just go fuck yourself. How about that? How about you? If you're going to be Christian and a hardcore Christian, at least try and be more Jesus-like and not such douche-like.
Jesus.
They're the ones going around crucifying people for what they fucking want to be like. You know what I mean? It's really ironic. I mean, obviously not literally crucifying people, but they are the ones doing all the judging here. And it's really fucking ironic that they would go around and saying they're the Jesus-like people.
God and Slave said you lost your black viewers weeks ago, TJ. Like, don't even worry about it.
Probably true.
And they're simply doing. It's just that they're simply being prevented from from abusing the law. She was trying to use the law to abuse people and to take away their rights, and she was prevented from doing that. That's not persecution. That's preventing her from persecuting others.
Oh, God. And then they compared her to Rosa Parks. Like, it's the same thing. Rosa Parks, like, refusing to move to the back of the bus is the same thing as Kim Davis denying marriage licenses to same-sex couples. It's like the same thing. Ugh.
They are so twisted on what being a victim and actually being discriminated against is, because they go and discriminate against people, and then when they're told they can't do that, that's when they suddenly understand what discrimination is. They're like, oh, yeah, I can't do that to other people? Yeah, I feel terrible. Why? You can't do that to me. But you can't put yourself in their shoes and understand how you are doing that to them. I mean, it's such... How can you not follow through with your fucking thoughts and arguments and beliefs more than like that? I guess the best way to put it is they're playing checkers and the rest of us are playing chess.
It's like that guy that was arrested for assaulting a police officer because the officer hurt his hand when he was hitting the guy.
Like, he broke my nightstick over the top of his head.
A guy got felony destruction of government property for bleeding on the officers, 3 different officers. He was already in custody in a cell, and he complained about something. They came in there, and 3 of them beat the shit out of him. They beat him so bad that they all got blood on their jerseys, and they charged him with bleeding on their fucking government property.
For like the dry cleaning and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shit actually fucking happens. And then they go on talking about, like, you think Rick saying, look at this douchebag, and he's the one being persecuted against. The guy in a suit on a stage talking to everybody on CNN, running for fucking president, and he's the kind of person that's being persecuted against. Get the fuck out of here.
Its teachings. Is there not room in America? I believe there has to be room. First, I believe we have to pass the First Amendment Defense Act, which provides that room for government officials and others who do not want to be complicit in what they believe is against their faith.
No, fuck that. All that shit is it's a way out to where pretty much if you're in a fucking cult, you don't have to abide by the fucking laws. No, you don't get some exception for that. Nobody else gets exceptions to the rules. Christians don't get exceptions to the rules.
It's anarchy of faith, basically. And he's against Sharia law. or
Oh, of
any
course.
other
Ask him
religion
about
doing
that.
what they want. Any other religion. He's against it's one man, one woman. So the Mormons can't have like multiple wives. Like you got to be, but you have to be accepting of what they want to believe, even if it goes against the law. You dipshit, which includes everything. You totally don't. They use the excuse it's a Christian nation. Therefore, when it says freedom of religion, it just means Christianity. And you don't get freedom from that. They have to make that distinction too. There's no freedom from religion, just freedom of religion. And religion means Christianity, so it's freedom of Christianity to shove our shit down your throat. Go fuck yourselves for totally misunderstanding the goddamn point.
The funny thing is he invoked the First Amendment himself when it explicitly says that you can't use the law to, elevate your religion above the others.
Absolutely.
You can't use the law to impose your religion upon other people.
You think, what did he call that? The First Amendment Protection Act or whatever? A First Amendment Protection Act would absolutely guarantee just double down on the separation between church and state. That's all. If you're wanting to do that with the First Amendment, have at it.
Well, then again, I guess it gives you the freedom to say stupid shit too, so enjoy.
Yeah, well, I have no problem with them saying stupid shit. You have every right to say stupid shit.
But convincing other people that stupid shit is always a consequence.
It is, but the thing is that's a consequence of free speech. There's going to be dumb people that go for that. Now, what the problem is
we have way too many of them.
We do, but what do? You cripple free speech? Fuck no. What you do is you just win the battle of ideas.
Of course, and that's what we're trying to do here, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm saying when it comes down to a fuck no is when you're actually literally denying people equal rights.
On that note, patreon.com/goddamn. And for our patrons, I've got a special one here. Is there anyone out there that really likes to write or draw or do like journals or take notes or something along those lines? And I mean...
I draw.
Yeah, but I mean...
Rick looks like he wants it.
Okay, let me clear this up. This is a project. This is going to take you time if you accept this.
Ideas.
So I want you. So basically, the first person that is willing to put in a shitload of time to either write or draw or take notes, do doodles, whatever. I'm going to explain it, and then I'm going to tell you the first person to put whatever in the chat that really wants it gets it. It's basically a leather-bound thing. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you," and that's from Jeremy 29:11. It's a journal, all right, but it's just full. It's a leather bound full of empty pages, and you're just gonna fill them. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna fill all of these fucking pages with either doodles or drawings, notes, poems, things you noticed while you were watching the show, fan art, all kinds of shit. You're gonna fill this entire fucking book, and then you're gonna send it back to me, and I'm gonna send you back a super awesome gift pack prize. All right, like where it's you get all kinds of shit, kinds of goddamn shit and extras and cool shit in one package for filling out this entire thing, and I want it to be good.
So it has to be somebody that's here all the time.
If where you just scribbled on every page, I'm gonna be pissed off. I want some real time put into it, and you do that, I'm gonna put some real time into sending you back something super awesome when I get this back.
That pretty much confirms that from now on 90% of the things I say is going to have to do with huge tits.
We just see doodles.
Draw whatever you want in here. I'm giving you free range. You can do and draw or write or say whatever you want in here. It's total free range. I just want some time to go into it. I want you to whenever you sit down and watch us or you're just bored or whatever, to be scribbling in this thing. And I want it to come back super awesome, and I'm going to send you something awesome in return. So,
a disclaimer, Cactopus means free reign except for bald joke type stuff.
No, he really
you
definitely
get
wants that.
Points for that.
Yes.
So here's what you got to do. If you are interested in doing this, and you really want to, because you need to want to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't fucking be the first to do whatever I'm going to ask you to do. First person to type in the chat the alphabet backwards.
Let's see it.
Someone will get that.
Yeah, watch the chat's about to take off because we have, what is it, like a 5-second lag?
Yeah.
No.
They actually smartasses.
They munch on. You would have got it if I was in the mood for that, but I want the actual thing.
If I was in the mood.
Sometimes I'm in the mood for that actual,
Oh.
to just type what I said.
Monkey fudge. Monkey fudge.
Reading it. Hold on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. All right, monkey fudge.
Damn.
And Monkey's here all the time, right?
Yeah.
And so now this is a project, buddy. I'm sorry, Godless Lesbian. You were a close second, but it looks like you did something wrong here. Why you're one A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L.
No, she's good.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Monkey fudge. You get this one, and I'm gonna go buy 3 more, and I'm going to give one to Pompous Preacher, one to Godless Lesbian, and one to 1AK. And I want you all to fill them out, and I'll work on making you each something when you get them filled out and sent back to me.
And we should make a little contest out of who's the best one, and they get the best
I'll
prize.
definitely be showing them off in a future show, maybe a patron-only show. But now I have to write down all the fucking people that just won shit here.
Also, Godless Lesbian promises, just say lesbian erotica. So,
oh, that's cool. I'm down.
Yeah, just draw a bunch of like dirty pictures.
Yeah, I'm definitely down with that. That would be fun.
We expecting a whole lot of rug munching coming out of that one.
pubic flossing.
Jesus, pubic flossing.
I just came up with that.
No, that's the kind of stuff that Darkmatter's into. It's like never. If you looked at his like Google history, it's like unlimited searches of fucking pubic flossing.
Oh well, we all know what your search is.
Tell you what,
what was my search?
Rug.
What was
you
it?
Sure you don't want that? You sure you don't want that
yeah,
pussy wig?
The pussy
you sure?
wig rug?
I might actually on Vistaprint they have journal options where we can have
a goddamn journal.
Goddamn journal made.
Nice.
So I'll tell you what, Fudge, I'll give you the choice. Do you want this leather-bound one, or do you want an actual goddamn journal from,
with like a
printed,
Metal Brothers logo?
Or something like that. You can choose the logo you want on it. Anyway, I'll let you choose. You can get back to me on Patreon about that. One of those 4, which is Monkey Fudge, you get to choose whether you want this or the others. And then I'll choose who gets this between Godless Lesbian, 1AK, and Pompous Preacher. And you'll each get something in the mail. And I want you to put some time into it. Fill it out, make it awesome, and send them back to me when you're done. It wouldn't surprise me if it took you some time. I'm pretty patient. But don't just let it sit there in the corner collecting dust, goddammit. We're going to give you shit every patron-only show. We're going to ask how the process is coming, how many pages you've filled. With your tears.
No,
your white guilt tears.
Yeah, I want white guilt tears on them pages, boy.
All right.
Anyways,
and
yeah.
I believe we just gave away a bunch of shit. And that was, I think that's a pretty cool idea. Because they only get the cool reward box if they actually come through with sending me back something worthy of it.
And I guess we're done with that. I have about 6 more videos here. We're almost out of time, but it's a good time for something really awesome for a last nerve.
No. Let's keep going. I still have the house to myself, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
Everyone out there is going to be like, thank you, TJ, because we didn't want to go to bed. We wanted you to keep going with this awesome podcast. You guys have done so awesome so far. Please extend it.
Keep going,
right?
Bro.
I guarantee the chat's about to light up. Thank you, TJ. Keep going.
Yeah, my wife.
Hey, don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant.
Before the show started, my wife saw me getting the internet going, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna go on the show that ends at 1:00, huh?" Yeah.
Oh, so I take it Darkmatter's not going to be around.
He's always in fucking. Yeah, he's going to be here. He's on the goddamn payroll.
Well, if you're going to be here, Darkmatter, I'll give you your choice. I don't know why I'm doing this. We can either do something a little closer to what we just talked about, or we can do some stuff on Islam.
Let's switch it up to Islam.
You want to switch it up to Islam?
Yeah.
Hello.
We've been going after the Christians a lot. We need to go after them. Never mind.
Those dirty folk.
I won't say it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Where are the bars?
There's respectable religious folk, and maybe some others who might make their religion look bad.
Yeah. Well, I love to fuck with Islam, so here we go. Islam in London.
They talk about the burqa. So you've got burqas just everywhere. Everywhere. They've got no place in modern society, burqas. The burqa's just a complete...
Hang on a second. If you go to this video on YouTube, my comment is the top comment.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Can we get a link to that real quick so we can actually put it on screen and read it? I don't want to even hear it. I want to read it and see how many thumbs up it has. And maybe a few replies.
Let me see.
The video, you actually have to see what is said in the video for the comment to make sense.
In London...
Well, we'll watch the video and then we'll look at it. You just line it up, Drew. Play the video, though.
Okay.
That to integration, that to Britain.
On the eve of the EDL's march into London's Tower Hamlets, Tommy Robinson took us on a tour of another neighborhood much closer to his home.
This area here, I used to come down this area with my mum when I was younger. Just go shopping. This area now is literally just a complete Muslim area. It's got 19 mosques all within a stone's throw. And plans for another 6.
So driving through this area, are you unwelcome here?
Oh yeah, I'm completely unwelcome here, yeah.
What would happen if you were to walk through the streets here?
Oh, I just want to say, I don't see a comment from Darkmatter on that video, so maybe it's... I'm sure this has been mirrored a few times. Maybe I was at the wrong one. But if somebody else could find it, or if Darkmatter could find it.
All right, I'll see if I could find it.
If I was walking the streets, I'd get battered. If I tried to walk from one end to the other, I wouldn't get out. Because they get on their phones so quickly. There's Saif al-Islam. That one there. Yeah, he's the leader.
Hey, remember, this is in fucking London. This is East London, which is majority Muslim now.
Yeah. What? What have I got to talk to you about? What have I got to talk to you about? What have I got to talk to you about?
What to say about Islam and that, innit?
Yeah, I have,
yeah. So why didn't you say it now?
What do you want me to say? It's a ideology. It's got no place. Yeah, it's got no place, bruv.
And what you
Sharia
got?
law's got no place in this country.
Got?
What do you mean, what have I got?
Go on, tell me,
innit?
What do you stand for?
What do I stand for?
Yeah, what do you
stand
stand
for?
for?
Integration, bruv. I don't stand for paedophilic practices, yeah? Yeah.
What do you stand for? Go on, tell me.
What do you mean, what do I stand for? What do you stand for? How's it racism? How's it racism? How's it racist to oppose a fascist ideology?
Nailing it, bro. Fucking nailing it.
I found it, by the way.
Did you? All right, you send me a link on Vaughn?
Fascist ideology. And what you're racist.
How am I racist?
You hate Asians,
what
yeah?
race are Asians? What race are Muslims?
I heard. Come on, where are you running away from?
Oh, because I know what you like, bruv. You have about 100 you in a minute. You fucking little chief. You fucking chief.
Fucking chief. Hit him in the face.
Prick. You see? That is Islam. You fucking little prick. The thing is, you get out of this car, they'll be here from everywhere. Watch how many of them now turn up. Watch how many of them now turn up. I'll do your window up so you can't get out, because I'm telling you, look. Fucking pussy. Watch when I get with your fucking houses, you fucking mug. Fucking tramp. That is what they're like, you see? Now you understand, innit? Do you think that man is usually a nice, tolerant person? Do you think that he's bringing his children up to be tolerant towards our children? No. Do you know what I mean? He's telling them that we've got the devil in us, etc., etc. We're all going to burn in hellfire. So when we say we're living amongst Islamist, fanatical, Sharia-driven scum, who wish to completely destroy this nation. You just met one of them.
Yeah. Did you get that link, Darkmatter?
Did I get what link?
Did you send it in? Okay.
I sent it in Vaughn, yeah.
All right. I'll get it. You can go ahead and comment on that if you want to. I guess you're familiar with it, Darkmatter. Yeah, your thoughts. I'd be really curious to hear them.
Well, I was just concentrating on finding my snarky comment without actually listening to it, so I...
Your comment that was about the video?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you still can't figure anything to say?
What? I still don't... This is the video that I use. I still don't see your comment on here.
Huh. Okay.
Maybe it was removed.
It's probably just a top comment because...
No, I could see the comment. I screenshotted it.
Let's see it then.
Yeah, well, just send me the screenshot.
All right, I'll just put it in the chat. Because the guy runs up to the car and says, you hate... he says, you're racist. You hate Asians.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy driving the car with them... I mean, the guy in the car with them was an Asian. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah. Guy runs up to the car and says, you hate Asians. There's literally an Asian sitting in the passenger seat. Yeah.
Illusion.
It's really crazy, though, hearing that. Especially, it seems to be in, like, every Western country except for, like, America. I guess they just haven't made it over here in those numbers yet.
It's funny. It's like, why would you move to a country where you have a fundamental disagreement with their culture? It's because, I mean, why do you think that is?
Well, I guess part of it would be, because when they're going, it's actually the Syrian refugees is a good example. They're not fleeing to neighboring Muslim states. They're not going to Saudi Arabia and Yemen and the United Arab Emirates and stuff like that. They're not doing that. They're going into the West. That's where the benefits are. They'll go over there and they'll welcome them in. Like, look at what Germany's doing. Welcome in 800,000 to 1 million Syrian refugees. Like, not even back, like checking the, the stories of these refugees and shit. Just letting them straight in, and they're giving them the benefits. They're complaining about the food that they're getting. Like, you think about that, a refugee escaping these things that are going on in Syria and stuff. And yeah, it's shit going on in Syria. I understand. But going there and they're just like, no, like, this milk has too much sugar in it. And, like, throwing it away and, like, destroying, like, the refugee camps and shit. Like, what is that?
I hear that a lot of people are posing as refugees, like throwing away their passports and stuff and just getting into the lines and saying, we're Syrian. Because they're giving benefits to Syrians.
Right, and that's a big fucking problem. And Germany's going to see that. Europe's going to see it. I mean, the ones that have already accepted a lot over the years of not just refugees, but of immigrants and stuff like that. You're talking about fucking London, England is like majority Muslim now. And you see what happens when, once the Muslims get the numbers, you see what happens. Once they get, the percentages and stuff like that, they start trying to impact the law, Sharia and shit.
Exactly. And the thing about America is the reason Islamophobia is such a big deal with the liberals is because Muslims over here are a minority. So, we're picking on them, right? But the moment it switches over, the moment they're the majority, you better fucking get used to being picked on. Because they're not going to be all sensitive foo-foo around your feelings. They're going to tell you that you're bad, you're immoral, and they're not going to have any qualms with telling you how you should be living your fucking life.
Yeah, this next video, I think, shows that pretty good.
So, do you feel that you are British?
I identify myself as a Muslim. If I was born in a stable, I'm not going to be a horse. If I was born in Nazi Germany, I'm not going to be a Nazi. I mean, this is just an island I was born in.
Rumesa and Chowdhury both live in East London, which is home to one of the largest Muslim populations in the UK. In one part of town, Rumesa and his associates have set up so-called Sharia patrols to go out and discourage behavior that they deem un-Islamic.
There's some guys there.
On this night, they stopped to talk to a couple of non-Muslim men who were in a park drinking beer, which is forbidden under Islam.
So we're just reminding the community about staying safe. And in this area, there's a lot of gambling that goes on, a lot of alcohol drinking, and it leads to a lot of problems. So we advise you, and we advise anyone you see, to stay away from these things.
Get the prostitutes off our street!
But the patrols are not always so friendly. Online clips give a very different picture. A woman in a short skirt is abused.
Vigilante cannot dress like that in Muslim area.
I'm so appalled.
We don't care if you're appalled at all.
See, that's almost verbatim what you were just talking about. Like now, you know, like they would say, like, I'm appalled if you don't, give us these, these rights and stuff. And of course, if you're a Muslim, you have every right to believe what you believe and worship as you see fit and stuff like that. But this is kind of when the tables are turned here. And the lady's even trying to say, like, this is fucking Great Britain, and they're like, we don't care.
Muslim patrol.
It's Great Britain.
This we don't care. It's not so Great Britain. You need to get out of it.
A man the patrol thinks is gay is insulted.
Get out of here quicker then. You're dirty, mate. You're a gay, mate. Get out of here, mate.
At night time, it turns into a very ugly place like many of the...
Walking through London with Ramesa, you experience an alternate reality where there is no compromise and all conversations are one-sided.
Ultimately, I want to see every single woman in this country covered from head to toe. I want to see the hand of the thief cut. I want to see adulterers stoned to death. I want to see Sharia law in Europe, and I want to see it in America as well. I believe our patrols are a means to an end.
The only thing I would say is that in America and in the United Kingdom, democracy,
a backwards one,
but it's a system that allows the people to choose what they want and allows people freedom.
So why can't I choose Sharia? When in Rome, overthrow Caesar, implement the Sharia.
In your home, you can do whatever you want.
But what about in the public? Why can't I tell you to cover up? Am I free to say that?
Because it would be outrageous.
So where's my freedom? Where's my freedom?
You can say it to me, but
okay, so cover up. Wear the hijab.
You're free to say it. Doesn't mean you're free that they have to do it. They can also say, and fuck off. He says, wear the hijab. They say no. There's the same freedom. Yeah. That's the extent of your fucking freedoms, dipshit. That's it.
That guy on the left wants to murder that woman.
For real. He almost looks like Zangief, like Muslim Zangief.
Oh, God. He does, dude. He's like biting his fucking...
I'm angry about a smash.
That's absurd.
It is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. And when you know what's even more absurd is looking at the fucking polls in goddamn England. Like 40% of the British youths support that. Support killing in the name of Islam and shit. That is that's scary as hell that's in the West. Big problem.
The thought of Chowdhury's supporters taking the law into their own hands is deeply frightening to most British people. This is a group that believes the West is at war with Islam and that the invasions of Iraq and Afghanistan justify any kind of violence in response. The most shocking example of that logic was the gruesome and very public murder of British soldier Lee Rigby on a London street last year.
We have killed this man today is because Muslims are dying daily by British soldiers.
On that day, the man wielding the knife was a known associate of Chowdhury. Chowdhury has refused to condemn Rigby's murder, nor will he criticize ISIS for the beheading of American journalist James Foley and other Western hostages.
You know, I don't know the details about James Foley.
I know the details. Let me educate you because he was a friend of mine.
I'm afraid. Sorry, I don't believe you.
You don't believe me that James Foley was a journalist?
I don't believe any Western journalist, quite frankly. I believe your lies until proven otherwise. But let me tell you something. The perspective of the Muslims of journalists, whether that be James Foley and others, is that they are the propaganda for the Western regime.
Have you formed an opinion for yourself?
I formed my opinion on the basis of what the Muslims say, not on the basis of what you...
Here's how you know someone has a real shit argument is when they won't shut the fuck up and let you respond ever.
Right.
He's constantly arguing. You get he stops talking for a half a second. You try and say something, and he's like, that's
just the fact that he has to talk to this woman is incredibly insulting to him, probably. And if I were them, I would just say, okay, well, shut off the camera. He thinks we're all liars. Just fine. Goodbye. You don't get a platform here.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I'm sensing a double standard here because essentially you're very quick to...
One of the things that pisses me off almost as much as those types of radical Islamists being fucking dickholes are the Westerners who are just trying to do this tolerance deal with it. They're just like, oh, well, different strokes for different folks. No, fuck that.
They have no experience with what they're talking about.
God,
they have no idea.
Damn it. It's like, dude, if this guy had his way, you would be head to toe in a fucking tarp walking around. If you were gay, you would be dead.
I'll be totally honest. In the case of you two, probably an improvement.
They think of things like the ignorant American who calls some Muslim guy who is probably a fine, moderate person. He doesn't cause any trouble, or he's just a normal, average, everyday person who happens to be Muslim, and some ignorant asshole calling him some kind of slur. And that's they point to that shit and they're like, oh my God, that's terrible, right? But this shit just gets ignored. Like what? Yeah. Or even it gets that same support. Like, oh, they're a minority. It's like minority worship. No, listen to what they're saying. They're antithetical to the shit that you believe in. They're anti-woman. They
everything. I've said this before several times in videos and stuff. Everything that we hold as like the key liberal ideas, the ideas of Western society, Western values, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of religion, women, gays, minorities, all have equal rights. Islam is directly flies in the face of that. Is absolutely opposed to all of that.
But at the same time, as an open and free society, you can't just against Muslims.
They have every right to think the way that they do. I'm not denying that. They have every right to go worship at a mosque and things like that.
That's where the line is drawn, is because they think they have the right to tell other people what to do, whereas their right is actually just to voice their opinion, not to actually enforce it.
Right. And that's a key difference. And it's worth calling out, and this is one of the problems that you see on the left, is when you call out and you say Islam is a shit ideology, which I will very proudly say Islam is a shit ideology. That's considered racist.
And Drew's house blows up.
Yeah, that's considered racist or bigoted or some other kind of bullshit like that. And these types, Anjem Chowdhury types, they thrive on that. That sort of political correctness that'll get you to shut up because, you're offending these minorities or whatever. Because Islam is seen as a religion of, like, brown people. So if you fuck with Islam, you're fucking with brown people. And that's, like Ben Affleck said, that's gross. It's racist. Well, fuck Anjem Chowdhury and Ben Affleck. Okay, it's an ideology. And it sucks.
Oh, Batman doesn't like that.
Yeah, there's plenty of brown people who aren't Muslims, and I don't have the same criticisms against them. The common denominator isn't brown. The common denominator is Muslim.
Right, and there's plenty of white people who are Muslim.
Let's all be honest, Darkmatter. The common denominator is hair.
Just hate anybody. You see that hair? You're like,
The jealousy just it rules him.
Well, they wear those little hats sometimes, and that might cover up some bald spots. You don't know.
Bald spots is not the same as being bald.
So, I guess we can do this one for a last nerve.
All right, let's do a last nerve.
All right. This is on I guess, somewhat of a similar topic. We all know about the kid in Texas with the clock that looked like the bomb.
Allah!
So we're all familiar with that.
I'd just like to say that I think that's a clusterfuck on both sides.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Bill Maher does a really good job on this one.
Fucking Live Life made a video that went kind of viral about it.
Dude, yeah, like 30,000 views in like 3 or 4 days or some shit. I haven't even watched it yet.
Just for the record, my average video gets 30,000 views in about the first 5 hours. So
yeah, well, you also, you get paid like over $3,000 per video, and that's thanks to like me, Andrew, and the goddamn podcast, and the Skeptic Fence show, and like Jesus Christ, we give you so much money per video, it's fucking ridiculous.
And Live Life has like 6,000 subscribers. So if you have like 6,000 subscribers and you're getting 30,000 views in the first couple of days, something happened.
That's pretty much
that's pretty good.
To a degree.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I want to ask another question that's similar, but not about the same ethnic group. There was a big story this week about a 14-year-old Muslim American teenager in Texas who built a clock. He's a science kid, and that's great. Can we show the clock? Okay, and the people at the school thought it might be a bomb, perhaps because it looks exactly like a fucking bomb.
It doesn't look like a bomb.
And I noticed,
Isn't it the case, though, that they didn't actually think it was a bomb, but they thought that he was trying to make people think it was a bomb?
What he actually got in trouble for, I think, that's what the deal was. But as they talk about what's happened in the story, and I watched a bunch of stuff just recently on it about what's happened in the story and what all has come out, the kid has kind of changed his story, but pretty much he brought this in to show his engineering teacher, and he pretty much just took a clock out of like its regular case and made it into this. And he went to show like one of his teachers. His teacher was like, "That's cool, but you probably ought to put it up." And apparently the kid went and showed it to like every teacher until like 6th period or something. And as you can see right there, you see where like you would hook up the 9-volt battery?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no 9-volt battery there. And it has this plug where you plug it into the wall. Well, it was in like 6th period that the alarm started going off on it. So that means even after the kid was told to put it up, the alarm started going off on it, and the teacher's like, "What the fuck is this?" Kid pulls this thing out of his backpack, and it's beeping, and there's like a fucking clock on the front. And the teacher's just like, "Holy shit, what the fuck?" So pretty much the whole gist of...
Hello. What?
Yeah.
And can I just add too, like, imagine a scenario in which a kid did bring a bomb to school. The teacher did see it and then didn't do anything about it because Islamophobia.
Right. That's
people
kind of
would
the
be
point.
Outraged.
That's the point. Well, yeah, because half their kids would be fucking dead if the bomb blew up in the school. That's kind of what Bill gets into, and he even says, well, I'll let him talk for himself, but he even says like, the kid he should get an apology for being arrested and stuff. But that's not the end of the world. If this would have been a bomb, I mean, they were pretty much justified in their suspicion, is kind of what he's saying. It's okay to be suspicious about this.
And I noticed, you were at the debate, and Jake Tapper was asking you about ISIS and important questions about terrorism, and he cut you off and said, "Excuse me, Governor, I have to talk about a 14-year-old who built a clock." And they did. And look, this kid deserves an apology, no doubt about it. They were wrong. But could we have a little perspective about this? Did the teacher really do the wrong thing?
Can I?
He's great. He's a great kid.
He's a great kid.
No one's doubting that. I'm just asking about perspective. First of all, the teacher, did she do? I don't know.
No. Okay, no. But part two to all this. So I talked to. This is once removed, right? So I talked to people in Irving, Texas, that worked with people in MacArthur, the school. And I said, "What happened? What did you hear?" This is, again, secondhand. He said the kid, Ahmed, took the clock, put it in the first class. Teacher said, "Great, looks great, looks great." Kid picks it up, takes it to the second class. Teacher said, "Okay, whatever, it's great, it's great." Ahmed didn't really comment on it from what I heard. Takes it to the third class. Same thing. Then he got to a point, again, secondhand, where one of the teachers, an English teacher apparently, said, "Look, you got to put it in your backpack because it's going to make some people nervous, and it's making me nervous." And again, secondhand, he wasn't responsive to it at all. So it took 6 classes before anything happened.
But this wouldn't have happened if he wasn't Muslim.
No, that's what I disagree with. We have policies. Zero tolerance.
The whole controversy is precisely because of the color of his skin.
See, I don't think so.
It's not the color of his skin.
Yes, of course.
It's not the color of his skin.
His religion.
Excuse me. Somebody look me in the eye right here and tell me, over the last 30 years, if so many young Muslim men, and he's young, 14, but that's never happened before.
Right.
Hasn't blown a lot of shit up around the world. And and this kid deserves an apology because he wasn't one of them. But let me read what somebody said on the Daily Beast, Dean Obadiah.
But just off of that so far, does it look, I guess, worse because he's like a Muslim kid and that he's brown or whatever? Maybe. But I'm thinking if anybody was to walk in there like with a fucking case with like a timer on the front of it, and it looks like every fucking suitcase bomb I have ever seen in a movie. Yeah, and it's doing all that shit. I'm thinking just realistically, like, okay,
fucking kids get in trouble at school for making a gun hand symbol with their hand. They do a gun thing. Kids have gotten in trouble for that.
Well, that's one of the things that they were even saying. Like, apparently this kid got arrested like not too long ago for chewing his Pop-Tart into the shape of a gun and acting like he was shooting classmates with it.
And does that have something to do with Muslim? No, they weren't Muslim.
Right.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
School policy,
Yeah. Said, why would a homemade clock get him arrested, you may ask?
Exactly.
I just answered that question. Because for the last 30 years, it's been one culture that has been blowing shit up over and over again. I could spend the rest of this... I could spend...
Texas.
Well, excuse me, but lots of teenagers around the world have go to join ISIS. Just a couple in Mississippi a few weeks ago were doing it. And every time somebody goes to join ISIS, everybody around there says, I can't believe it. We didn't see it coming. We
cannot blame young Muslims around the world for what
but all the kid had to do was engage with the teacher, and he didn't. That's the part that was missing. It's not, I agree with you, right? We're making an issue because if a walks like a duck, talks like a duck.
He's responsible for
not him. Not him.
He was wrong, he got arrested, but he didn't, all he had to do was talk to the teacher.
But
he didn't.
Okay.
I can't believe I agree with you, Bill.
But it is not right.
I actually agree. And by the way, we have zero tolerance in school for things that are suspicious. And, maybe that doesn't look like a bomb, but it doesn't look like a clock. And if I'm a teacher...
What if it had been a bomb?
Yeah, exactly.
And so the teacher is supposed to see something that looks like a bomb and go, oh, wait, this just might be my white privilege talking.
Right.
I sure don't want to be politically incorrect, so I'll just let it go.
A 14-year-old was arrested for doing a
liberals
science project.
No, there wasn't a science project, right?
Right.
He should not have been arrested, but he should have opened his mouth and had a conversation about it.
He could
have said, this is not a bomb.
He was arrested, and they took him off in cuffs and then put him in a cage and burned him. Oh, no, that's ISIS who does that.
No,
you know what? We put a kid after school for a couple of hours. This is not the end of the world. But you know what? The end of the world does happen all over the world for millions of Muslims who are the victims of other Muslims, of their religion. Where are the liberals on this? You know what? There's a Saudi who is right now, he was arrested. His name is Ali Muhammad Al-Nim, or N-I-M-R. I don't know how you pronounce that. He was arrested for being at an anti-government rally a few years ago. Today he lost his final legal appeal to not be crucified. So they're going to crucify him. Crucify him and then behead him in case the crucifixion didn't work. So if you haven't used up all your heroism, hashtagging for the clock kid, maybe do it for this guy. There he is.
Where is that, by the way?
Oh, I want to say, I don't remember if that's Saudi Arabia.
That's what I thought he said.
Yeah.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, they're actually going to, like, he lost his last appeal, and they actually are going to crucify him. I mean, I don't think that necessarily means being whipped while you drag a cross up to a hill or some shit, but it's a similar thing, and then they're going to behead him. And I forgot what it was that he did, but it was something to the effect of, what was it, Raif Badawi? Who was like a blogger who was getting 10 years in jail for blasphemy. Who's like lucked out that he's not getting the death penalty. Yeah, so as a frame of reference, that's some pretty sick shit. But anyways, that is the last nerve.
Really ending on a high note there.
Yeah.
Nicely done. All right, well, thanks for watching. If you're a patron, keep an eye out for messages telling you when the next patron-only show is going to be. If you're not a patron, what the fuck are you doing? Get on with it. Patreon.com/goddamn. And for everyone else, we will see you next Tuesday. Thanks, Drew, and thanks, Darkmatter. Thanks, everyone else, especially our patrons. We love you guys.
That's right.
Good night.
Later, everybody.